to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice order. I'm proud to be in whatever sitch, like singing on Twitch or playing D&D. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice order. You may call me obsessive, but I just border on being a collector and being a dragon that sits atop my treasure. That's so shiny. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice order, and my partners love me for it. I'm a natural 20 when it comes to being me. I'm a time traveler, so Alonzi. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice order, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice order, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice order. I'm proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice order. I'm proud to be in whatever sitch, like singing on Twitch or playing D&D. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice order. You may call me obsessive, but I just border on being a collector and being a dragon that sits atop my treasure. That's so shiny. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice order, and my partners love me for it. I'm a natural 20 when it comes to being me. I'm a time traveler, so Alonzi. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice order, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice order, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice order. I'm proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice order. I'm proud to be in whatever sitch, like singing on Twitch or playing D&D. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice order. You may call me obsessive, but I just border on being a collector and being a dragon that sits atop my treasure. That's so shiny. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice order, and my partners love me for it. I'm a natural 20 when it comes to being me. I'm a time traveler, so Alonzi. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice order, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice order, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a shiny. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral disorder. And my partners love me for it. I'm a natural 20 when it comes to being me. I'm a time traveler, so Alonzi. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral disorder, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral disorder, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral disorder. I'm proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral disorder.
Hi, everybody. All right, starting with me jumping in character immediately. So sorry about that. I hope you're all doing well. Hey, Couchy. Hey, Fies. Hey, Daniel. I hope you enjoy. I have to get back into my fucking headspace. Shit. Let me. Well, Here we go. Just good advice in general. Yeah, right? Gonna try. Oh. Hello, Mr. David. I didn't realize you were going to be here.
Oh, myself. I'm a pro. Good to see you.
Likewise.
Invited by Mr. Hicks.
That would make sense. Where is... Things change a bit? No, there it is. Hey.
Hey. No, don't sniff potions. Oh, I brought David. Figured you should be here.
Peaceful.
On it. Honestly, all the Lotus staff, sure. Like, yeah, he's the one at the top of the list. But yeah, it's just a nice little remote area, just right outside Dragonspire. It's remote, no one will find us here. I actually found this place on accident. It's rest of the area around here is just straight up mountains. I'm assuming we'll be getting Hound here. Or... Yes. Actually, speak of the devil, he's coming right now. What about Rogue? Rogue also additionally should be on his way.
Didn't Mr. Oak say something in comms about a drone?
I believe so. I have no idea. He himself probably is occupied with some situations.
Is he said he'd send in something remote? Right, he's making preparations for the mission.
Oh, now that I think about it, I should probably send you guys copies of my recording for my wonderful kidnapping.
Oh, yes.
If you're going to go get the dog.
Yes, that would have been good.
We
That
are.
would be good. This is frustrating. I wish we knew more about them.
Yes, for you to know.
Oh, okay.
For you to know. Kane has requested our services.
What?
Specifically
I
champions.
see.
Yeah.
I
He has
see.
this plan of backstabbing Gregor at some point, and I told him that I would talk with everyone about it first, and then we would talk about it. Because it's, you know, not his boy band.
Yeah. I mean, that's why it's over.
Of course, I'm stuffy today. Damn it!
Yes.
I should be Flo.
Mr. Kane doesn't know my feelings of him. I've kept that rather secret from him directly.
Yeah. He definitely knows Reds, I think, at this point.
Hmm.
I mean, like, it's mutual.
No, Red is
I don't wanna
very
work with
verbal
Kane.
about her feelings of him. I don't want to work with Kane either.
I'll work with him if I have to. I'll smile and wave. Get the job done.
Shift down.
I don't agree with everything he does, but yeah. I don't know.
Oh. Hi, Mr. Hound.
Yeah. I think my brother should be here soon, and where brother is, and I should probably be not far behind.
For the sake of convenience, Roderick, can you record everything and then put it into Crystal later?
Dog, thank you! Oh god, I'm terrified. When I start getting into nitty-gritty talks, please don't give me a sound alert. I will break. I will not be able to focus.
Oh, wait, partner,
As much as I love you all.
robotic gave you my
I'm gonna hope that I can get through it.
Wait, your voice modulator fuck up again?
Oh. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll start talking here in about a minute or two. I want to get everyone on board and involved in basically what's going on, and then if they miss anything, or if they etc., something like that, then we'll put the video in later. They can catch up on what they missed. Because I know some of us have things we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. So, basically to start this off, I guess, we are here primarily to talk about what facility is going to be doing with Purple Lotus in the future, and additionally what we're going to be doing with everything, as well as getting the proper roadmap told to everyone as much as we can, and that way everyone is on the same page to avoid miscommunication primarily. So we have a handful of people coming in now. I'm gonna wait for them. But go and prep your talking points, I guess. Try to do that. I'll try to lead basically the. I will lead the whole meeting basically, so we can kind of keep whatnot, and also I'm going to be passing around a metaphorical talking stick, so that people, if they would like to talk, can request for a talking stick, and then that way we can stay communicative, but also so that people don't over talk each other and whatnot. I just think it'd be better that way.
Fair enough.
I know that everyone also has an opinion, and that's important. Opinions are good, and you know your ideals are also good. And then as much as I'd like to hear all of them right now, let's keep it chipper and brief for the most part. We're here for information, not to share opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know agree to that. I think one of Saber's drones might be coming in. I think I saw it a moment ago.
Hive, yep.
Yeah. Evening, Hive.
Apologies for being late.
No worries.
You're fine.
We're just waiting right now. We're gonna get started in about 2 or 3 minutes. Like I just told the others,
Yeah.
we are going to be talking about Purple Lotus, talking about how we're going to work with Purple Lotus in the future, and what our current roadmap is, as well as the other miscellaneous things that we need to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I think the first thing we're going to talk about actually is we're going to talk about Athena and Purple Lotus, at least primarily those within Athena's inner circle, who are trying to press themselves into entering the Dark Aether as a last resort, albeit it not really communicated to us at all.
Yeah.
This is the first thing we're going to discuss.
They would have assumed that that was not physically possible. Not whom I am to judge the unthinkable.
Mm-hmm. Here comes Ethan.
And then, David, when I get some time, I'm going to pull you aside. You and I can talk real quick. Alright, as soon as Nines gets here, we'll start.
Got it.
Look at that. She is there now.
Oh!
Sub.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Wonderful. Stranger,
Oh, hi, Miss Steins.
Wonderful weather we are having.
Okay. Alright. So, again, like I said, I'm just one more time, and then after that we'll start. We're here to talk about Purple Lotus's involvement with facility. We're talking about the facility roadmap, and then finally we're going to be talking about any other side objectives that we have at the current moment. Our current objective still is right now to traverse the portal, to use the essence that we have been obtaining, and to use that essence to reincarnate and bring back Janice. That has been our goal for the start. Everything basically weighs on that.
Still to clarify a bit more further.
Good. You have the talking stick.
The main reason why the objective point is to get to what exactly we need and to deal with the outbreak zone ourselves is because, unlike anyone else, we have the right equipment and the necessary tools to do so. We only have enough for ourselves. During this time, once we get the essence and close the portal, I'll be able to open one within 724's dimension itself. The little bit of bridge. Once that's been opened, I have the 2 relics that are indeed there, which are, you all know, the summoning key is 1, which we got originally. 2, I believe Nines back when working with Jackal when he was alive, has the golden rod. And that brings probably a few years back that you got that device. With the two necessary tools, the location that I have resides in ether, which means when we go there, we have to make sure that you follow every step that happens. That's where everything lies. This is the reason this objective of closing this portal is incredibly important.
Alright, we'll take back the proverbial talking stick. Now, additionally, there are a few different side objectives that we got from, what we get from reobtaining Janice. Many of those, number one is that we can fucking close this portal and get rid of it. We can also, most likely, push back the Dark Aether from our realm, our Earth, if he returns. Additionally, those of you who are Aether infected, I believe I'm the only one right now. But the handful of us that are will likely be able to be purged of that infection, which is very important as well. Finally, it is likely that Janice will be the only one who can bring Sachi back. Given the state of Purple Lotus at the moment, it's necessary. He also is still Crystal Access, which means he's a facility operative. So, let's go ahead and talk about that meeting yesterday or the other day that happened. Those of you who watched the recording, I hope everyone at least glanced at it to find out what generally went on. Basically, what was discussed is they are going to be doing a few different things. Primarily, one of them involves a very large storm that was brewed over Orlando Saka, and that is back building from Orlando Saka to the waterfront district of Zafira. They have a lot of different countermeasures for this right now, and if you'd like to help out with either of those, that is your choice, but it's not our goal, at least for facility at the moment. In case of what does involve us is at least the neutralizer within the meat rack and what they're going to be doing with the zombies. Now, Kane of Purple Lotus, at least again, I guess, has conducted experiments, and Roger will give you the talking stick here in a minute, you can give the details. And we believe that currently at the moment, there's a very good chance that the storm will go away, or at least be moved. Here you go, here's the stick, Roger.
Yeah.
Go ahead and explain the experiments.
Me and Higgs obviously told him that using this storm would result in the zombies only being empowered, angered, and based on 9, she can verify this as well. It'll just make our jobs harder. Kane decided to perform experiments using electricity to see how that would, what exactly that entails, and it mutated them from how he described it. Like compared to like a body being mutated into a necromorph. I don't know what that exactly is, but from what it's been described, horrible.
Okay, Delta.
Right.
So he has he has recordings and data based on his experimentation to also back up what we've been saying and what Nines has been saying, that the storm would likely cause more issues than help us. He tested it out with a drone in the water district on a zombie, I'm assuming.
What happened to it out of curiosity?
How can I describe it? That at least from the details he gave me, it mutated horribly. We would likely want to re-verify with him exactly what that entails once we talk with him and Athena. I can get him I can get the specifics from him and hand them to you and Hound when we get the chance.
All right. Very good. So there's that. And with that information, we're likely going to be taking that to Athena at some point and the rest of Athena's inner circle and discuss with them, basically tell them this is a fucking horrible idea. Please don't do it. For hundreds of different reasons, I think, at this point. Anyways, but on that note, go ahead, Nines. Proverbial talking stick.
Rogue has brought forth something concerning in the communications that insisted that Athena no longer had control of the storm. As much I would like to think Athena put it there, she can, summon it away, let it dissolve. A part of me thinks, with what Runix also told me, if something strenuous or stressful happens to Athena, she is going to lose control of that storm.
Yeah.
I don't want to fearmonger or do something along that sort, but I say we prepare for the worst case scenario, but hope for the best.
Alright, before Roderick, because this is a perfect tie-in, Ebb and Flow, please. You
Yeah.
have information.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, recently Miss Athena gained another advisor in the form of Lady Q, who is a very old ally of Mr. Sachi, as well as one of the creators of the relic of the Purple Lotus. Because they found out that the relic was being effectively neglected of sorts, she worked on a plan to be able to have them get to the relic and effectively soothe it with Miss Athena. The issue came that they were able to do this directly after the meeting, the staff meeting. So, Lady Q, we are very close to her. We are one of her champions, like Mr. Sachi used to be one of her champions. So when we say this, we mean it with utmost importance. Lady Q thinks that Miss Athena has come to understand that what she did was wrong, and she's willing to fix her mistake. So we would hope that whatever you do, if you talk to her, when you talk to her, go in with an open mind about it. We mentioned this in communications, but if Lady Q says that she found her epiphany, we definitely believe it, and she'll be willing to listen and be able to help. And we found that she, and along with Miss Lynn, who she's working with as well, and the relic itself will back her in helping her fix this. So we want to make sure people don't go in yelling at her and expecting her not to listen. Even the whole idea about the stress. It's really disheartening for a child to have a lesson and learn it on their own and then have everyone yell at them for what they just learned. So we think she'll have her eyes open. And even then, she made it completely important that no matter what happens, she shouldn't be touched in any way, put to sleep, caged up, nothing. It's very important and can cause way more problems. Lady Q thinks that there might be some sort of fail-safe, since Mr. Sachi has always been really, really protective of his children. So if something happens to her, that might go off. The relic itself, having just finally connected with Miss Athena, might take that as a problem as well and cause issues there. There's also, of course, the issue that apparently Lady Q heard that Malleus and Nemesis don't trust Miss Athena and thought that she was actually the problem, or at least the cause of Mr. Sachi's disappearance. And if they use that as an excuse, they might go into the market district, or the garden district. Either way, we completely trust in Lady Q's assessment of this, so we hope you all will as well. She has a lot of knowledge about Mr. Sachi and thinks that Miss Athena is very close to what Mr. Sachi has been like, and she's willing to guide her, and she's willing to also back her in every way possible and make sure to rectify any mistakes that came out, to the point where she's willing to actually step in at great risk to herself to help. That's how much her conviction is about this.
So go in with an open mind and explain things to Miss Athena as if she's going to be willing to help, because we definitely think she will. It was just unfortunate timing that the meeting happened directly after the staff meeting. So we think this can be fixed.
It's also good to note that Sachi, when he is retrieved from the Dark Aether, is going to be considerably unhinged, considerably deluded, not himself. If he comes back to find out that his daughter has been hurt in any capacity whatsoever, be that in multiple different fashions, we're looking at a much bigger problem than what it is. Because if he has all of the power within the Purple Lotus and within that, we really do not need to make an enemy of a council member. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
But first things first, though, we don't think she's going to be a problem in that. That's the first thing. This is absolutely the background information for the very worst possibility, but we trust in Lady Q that that won't happen, and she's willing to work with us properly and not hurt anybody.
Ethan.
You made a good point about how Sachi will be after he comes out of the Ethereum realm. I wanted to make the point of, when are we going to tell Athena, Calypso, whichever's present when we get him back, that he will be different in some... Apologies. When are we going to let her know when she's going to be different? Changed some way, mentally, physically. Who knows why? He's been in there for, what, 2 years? I need to let them know at some point. Because I feel like him being unhinged, insane, or whatever state he will be in, she will lose herself. She will get angered, and where will the anger go? Like, the storm will brew. He directed at us. He directed at who? Who knows? We need to let her know at some point, ease her into that knowledge that he will not be the same.
Honestly, we think the fact that Lady Q already had the idea in mind and knew about Mr. Sachi as well, she'll be able to talk to Miss Athena about it ahead of time and calm her down ahead of time. She's acting as sort of a guardian figure for her right now since Mr. Sachi isn't around. And she knows this sort of situation very well. So she'll definitely be able to calm her if nobody else. And she's well aware.
A psychological diagnosis back when things were more experimental with the ether. You could be correct, could be very unhinged, could be even curling up right now in a ball. We have no idea what is really going to be happening when he comes out. There's been a really strange sides. Some people come out laughing. Some people come out with sadness. Some people come out depressed, psychologically deluded, crazy. Some have even came out not even depressed anymore. It's like they've seen everything already. They just don't care anymore. But that doesn't last long. The many subjects that were tested offered end up killing themselves. Or worse. As the place is not comprehensive for mortal kind, or for enemies outside. Which is why I'm very interested to know if Sachi has come out, is alive. That you would need to keep yourself a little bit distant while also being somewhat close. We need tabs of that. So that I know if Sachi isn't just a regular human being. Fought with him for several months. I've seen what he's capable of. Knows what he can do. But this is why my main concern is if Janice's brother has a hold of him and ends up changing could get far, far worse. Which is why I recommend just keep a distance. Don't do anything crazy. You can still talk and see what happens. Read analysis. Telling Athena is, it's a gamble. We don't know what's going to happen to him.
We can't guarantee exchange for the better or the worse. And that's specifically why we've told Athena. We have not told Athena. And even if we start telling her, she's going to want an answer, not just speculation, because that's the type of person she is.
Right. Okay, Roger.
I was gonna say, based on all the information that we've heard from various parties at the moment, and based on what Kane has said he wants to do, based on the plan that we give her, and also the information that we decide to release, obviously exemption of what Nine just said, he's hoping that we might be able to at least sway Athena to having the storm, if not able to be dispersed, at least directed towards the wasteland, and have it go off in the wasteland, give it water that's needed for the lakes that are out there. Probably help the wasteland a bit more, and also be a much safer way of dispersing the storm if you can't really get rid of it. But that's his hope, is that based on what we provide and what he provides, it'll change your mind. But based on ebb and flow's info, that might not be too hard to do.
Yeah. It's possible. We have a good chance.
If I may, real quick, I'm gonna tap into your feeds. Something came up. I'll be right back, but I will tap into your feed for the rest.
Got it.
I would like to say that while I do agree for the most part with ebb and flow, we should also take that with a grain of salt, as Athena has shown on multiple occasions now to go against her word. She has said one thing to another person and said the entire opposite to someone else. So while I do hope for the best and that Athena will go back and has learned from her actions, we must take it with a grain of salt, because there is no guarantee that it will be that way.
Right.
That we understand.
Hence when I say prepare for the worst.
Expect the best, prepare for the worst.
Let us say we still trust Lady Q's assessment. She is very insightful about these sorts of things, so we think she couldn't lie to her.
Alright. So, Bishop and then Hive.
Other than the events of Purple Lotus, Athena, etc., I do have good news towards the R&D department. Odin, our lovely giant robot, is now, basically completed, so that means we can now successfully start doing expeditions within the Facility 724 dimension. So, that is a thing now.
Great. I'd like to hear that. Giant robot, right?
Giant robot. Well,
Okay.
yes.
Moving base, basically.
Whoa.
Great. Good news. Hive.
Right, so first of all, I would like to mention that I would like to suggest in the off chance that Tina does go back on her word, or if she is not strong enough to control the storm anymore, and we think of an alternative plan, I say seeking creatures, beings, or constructs that are that have an affinity to lightning, or air, or water.
This plan is already in the works.
Of Zebra Technical. Understood. Well, then we'll add our troops to that.
That's being connected in Orlando Saka, so being able to talk to Mr. Karu and the Homeowners Association would be the best thing to do for that.
If you would like to play into those.
We'll do that.
I do actually have a question for the Hive. Where are we at right now in terms of finding an alternative fuel source for the generator.
That's the other thing I wanted to talk about. We have conducted several simulations on the neutralizer, seeing what substances would work best. Trust me when I say we have tried literally everything. The only thing so far that we have found is a variant isotope of Ethereum that we will call Ethereum 8 from now on. That seems to be somewhat more effective than the current isotope we are using. The unfortunate part of this, it is incredibly hard to manufacture by hand, and is highly unstable on top of that too. Production would probably take around, we'll have to redo some calculations here, 6 to 8 months to get a prototype going. And every month I can make a new batch. That is with current methods known, however.
Roger, out of curiosity, you said you came across a high-value target the other day at...
Yeah, me,
Is
Higgs,
there a
Geldir, and
possibility that... Did it dissolve upon kill at all? Did it leave
Yes.
any trace of it behind?
when with the help of Slade and some of the other vigilantes, along with some of the threshers from Athena, when we managed to bring it down, we were promptly given the window of opportunity from Slade to try and rush in and grab whatever samples we could. However, as we were making our way right towards it, the big man...
Need to ask, what color was the Ethereum?
Almost like an orange yellow.
It was primal
Weird.
Yes, don't touch that, don't even try and get samples. If you want to irradiate and look like a puddle on the floor, no thank you.
I tried to absorb some of the essence within.
Though.
I was working on absorbing it, and I nearly fried my nerves. My blood felt like it was on fire. I do not touch primal Ethereum.
Noted.
When Higgs had tried to do that earlier in the fights, but once we had brought it down, big man upstairs vaporized it with a giant laser. Guess he didn't want us, if we by some off chance had a way of mining it, getting a hold of it.
That part is incorrect. It actually lasered itself.
Okay.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. It's definitely a lot tankier than your normal Ordo or even Spewer. It has the ability to fire Hellhounds as projectiles with one of its arms. It does have the same movesets as your typical Ordos. I didn't notice any other abilities or powers that it had that were different besides the Hellhounds, though. However, it could probably be an alternative to the neutralizer.
I don't think so. I've looked at it. I've looked at the schematics and what primal Ethereum is. I don't think it's gonna work. Pound.
I've got a strange idea. Very, very strange. And because Higgs is the most infected out of the lot, this is going to seem rather really bizarre to a lot of you. There was an infected individual known as the Abomination. He was able to take essence from any of the crystals. He was able to eat it, and then its tail would light up like a little glow. Upon killing an abomination, or it tends to vomit it back out, the crystal has changed. Are you implying that the stellar contents, along with the acid, would have added the components required to make it Ethereum 8? I'm wondering if Higgs and Phantom has something familiar.
So you're
So
wanting
I
me
can
to
eat
eat a
some
crystal?
Yes.
I already ate a crystal last week.
Yeah,
To
yes.
prove a point to Roderick, but
Is it still in your stomach?
I think so. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
why do you get crystal indigestion for making a point?
I wanted to make a point that it doesn't matter because like they were the crystals that go through the neutralizer after the point when they need to be pulled. They're benign. They don't have essence in them, and so I ate it. As Phantom, obviously.
Well, I'm curious what it looks like if you eat one that has essence in it.
Okay. Alright.
If you do that, we might have a new fuel source for the neutralizer in the meat rack, and it might prevent them from having to evacuate or lose the meat rack entirely.
Only one way to find out.
I guess. Okay, yeah, sure, let's fucking do it. I'll start eating crystals. Not too many. One.
According to my calculations, if you do manage to procure a sample of Ethereum 8, it will last about an entire month before we fuel it.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, cool.
So,
We'll try that.
mhm.
Okay. Alright, so, next topic, and then finally we're gonna touch on the roadmap very briefly. And then if we have any time left over after that, before Rogue, Ebb and Flow, and I have to skedaddle, then we'll try to get any side bits. Then if you guys like to stay in chat, that's also acceptable as well. I just, anyways, all right. Athena went up onto stage the other day and basically proclaimed that as a last-ditch effort, if it comes down to it, then Athena, Nemesis, and Malleus McKay will enter the Dark Aether themselves to retrieve Sachi. I abruptly cut Athena off and said that this needs to be discussed later, because I will not have any untrained people go into the Dark Aether. At least I don't want it. I know Nines doesn't want it, and I'm pretty sure Hound doesn't want it either. Go ahead.
From how they made it sound like it was greenlit.
Correct. And additionally, when I talked to Kane today about it,
it wasn't.
he didn't like the answer no. And I don't think any of them like the answer no, to the point where I think they might try to force it on us. If they do that, then we need to be prepared for that.
Stubborn nobles.
If they do that, we threaten to pull support. It's that simple, really.
Exactly.
They can deal with it on their own.
Fair.
Are they even aware of how to open a portal that deep into the
As
data?
I say, cowboy, if they want to make stupid decisions, look at the stupid prizes that they earn.
Fair. Bishop?
I'm surprised that for their position and, their knowledge, I'm surprised they don't understand where they're dealing with.
I have no idea.
Ignorancy. Simple as that.
At the end of the day, Kane is simply a outside advisor. He doesn't get to make the decisions.
No.
Well, if you wanted to out of my mouth, in my experiences, I was there. Let me put it like this. I listened. And I said it's not recommended. That's not me greenlighting it.
To be fair, I don't think King has a full grasp of what's going on right now anyways. He said he's been back for only 2 days.
Another like Kane, or a Nemesis and the others.
Another mention about Kane. I feel mildly insulted that Athena would go to a third-hand advisor instead of coming to me directly and sending not one, but 2 people in my way in order to directly communicate with me. This is something that needs to be addressed if she decides she wants to get anything done in the future.
Probably.
But let me address it like this. During the meeting, when I was talking with Nemesis, Malleus, and Athena, Athena ended up trying to threaten me or some way, shape, or form, or blackmail me. didn't work in her favor because I already have that upper hand. No less, that's not a very good idea. The amulet.
What did she say?
What you had. No, it resolved around the amulet. But apparently they're working with Mr. Green Man. Plague. They said to me that they know where the amulet is and trying to put it on me that if I do not oblige with their demands, they will not tell me. Well, funny enough, I cut her off and told her exactly. I already know this information. I let her talk, try and wag her mouth just to make sure that, I'm hearing this correct. But we talked to Ludric. He told us everything. And that is important. Which I'm probably going to have to discuss another time about that situation. I did see a giant, ethereal-looking egg.
Right. And that lines up with what a few people have said. Patty believes, I believe that Patty has been there, and I'm pretty sure someone else too. Can't put my finger on it right now. But I know someone else has as well. Ludric, yes, Ludric. So, given that, I think that even if everything is and we need to override Athena, we can, very easily, to retrieve the amulet.
No.
Alright. Any other? Okay, alright. Next bit then. This is primarily for Hound and Nines to go ahead and lay it all out for us real quick again. Roadmap. What are we looking at? We know we have an operation coming up, and how far away are we from getting to the portal? And can you give an estimated amount of time that might be?
From my understanding, is we've got one coming up in a week's time. With only 6 in your times. Normal purple and standard openings. So when that opens, you're all working. So no more breaks, no more standing there chit-chatting. Time for an operation to get into even deeper. This is one step, and then we're at ground zero.
The one more crystal extraction operation.
One more crystal extraction and we're at the portal site?
Yes.
Okay, alright.
Alright. Question. Do we have any way to deal with the electromagnetic pulses that are that ground zero's pulsing off of it?
You already have it. We all have it at the facility.
Aether Shroud.
Xavier and Skelly.
Alright, so the shroud should be able to hold up against it.
Yes.
Okay, good.
I wasn't sure if it was too potent for the shroud, but that's good to hear.
Right, so, additionally, on that note, yeah, no one else relay this to anyone outside of facility. Because right now, I've fed Athena a line that I might be the only person who can go in and close the portal. That's on purpose. Don't say otherwise. Alright, good.
If
Ethan.
you do, I'm probably going to ask you out of the facility.
I've been telling them the entire time that we need to still find a way to get into that ground zero.
I was gonna say, with that line you fed her, I remember, if I remember correctly in the recording from last night when she was on stage, she said that we are reluctant or unwilling. Was her words correct, if I remember correctly, other than yourself?
Yes, she said that we were reluctant or unwilling or scared to go into the Dark Aether.
Just seeing if I remember correctly her words.
You are right.
From the consensus that we have, at least from the people I've talked to, they don't really believe that line that she fed them. They think that we'll do the job that's necessary to get done, whatever means necessary.
We'll see.
Alright, so after we get to ground zero, what's the next step is, once we're at ground zero, is close the rift, correct?
Yes.
Or do we need Jonas first before we close that rift?
Unfortunately, no. We have to close the rift to get Jonas. No. We'll put it like this. In the background of things, the reason I have not been communicating or talking is because I have been working with uranium and Ethereum. For this necessary, I have to purify the uranium, mix it with the Ethereum to make a nuke. We then
How
have
do you
to
have the
throw
stick?
that within
Nines
the
are next. David, can I grab you?
We're going to have to end up throwing that nuke into the portal. Blowing it from the
Once we get to
inside
ground
out.
zero.
Yes.
Got it.
Meaning that we're fine on the other side. But throwing it in there, it's going to go there and unstable a lot of balance where it is. Portals themselves, depending on their strengthening, can sometimes withstand it. Especially in a uranium Ethereum bomb. The issue is, well, the good news for us is the more further research that I've done by looking at how this outbreak is occurring, we have a very high chance that the bomb is going to work.
We would have to be extremely careful handling it, though.
I know.
Alright. So the bomb, how big is it, and how do we have to maneuver it? Big enough for a person to carry, or do we need escort vehicles?
It is big enough for me to carry.
Good.
Worst case scenario, either I get an APC unit that is just as like me to run in there to blow it up from the inside out.
That works.
Or I take a one by one, detonate it, and throw it in.
For the crystal extraction, how many personnel from our side and how many personnel from the Lotus do we want?
It's so usual how it goes. 16, 8 from facility and 8 from PL.
Got it.
I have another statement to make. As we get closer and closer to the end of our goal, I want you to know that when we get to that portal, if you do not want to die, if you are scared to go into that portal, and you are unwilling to go all in, leave. I'm not saying that to belittle you, I'm not saying that to make you scared. But when you joined the facility, you agreed to go all in. And I know as time changed, people find new meaning, people find lives, people commit to things, people learn their way. And I know that may have certainly changed for many of you. If you do not feel ready, do not risk your life.
At this point, we don't think anyone here would be here right now if they didn't already know that, Miss Nines.
I know almost kind of almost already died and decided to come back anyways, so I think I'm already all in.
It's called masochism, Mr. Roderick.
Take a stick for a moment. But I would like to address one thing. During its time when things are around and the portal is closed, and I'm able to extract the rest of everything from that fake explosion, I'll be then sending every single one of you to follow the facility. and myself, Nines, Inks, and all that, we're gonna go back to 724 and open up the rift ourselves. Doing this, I have the coordinates to the layer. The certain layer we need to go to. Unfortunately, I cannot disclose how deep we're going to go into the ether. But I'm just going to say, I hope, I dear hope that Jarvis ends up escing you out to the way you live, or where you're from. Because once he's awakened, we don't know what will happen. So I please advise everyone to not pull out their weapons, to not have aggression, but to take things easy, despite the stressful situation.
X is coming. Yes, David?
We're preparing that inevitability for months.
Okay, where are we at?
We're at the
We'll just
getting
explain.
Jonas back after Ground Zero.
We'll quickly address this further just to remind you, Higgs, as I told everyone else. What's going in there, and we have what we needed to open up a portal and go into one of the layers of the ether. Once we get Jonas back, we need to make sure that we don't pull any weapons out, no irrational decisions, no stupidness. Because it's kind of your only way of getting out.
And also, Janice, we need to make sure we do not treat Janice like a child. That's very, very important. We do not take care of him. He learns by himself. And we give him the book.
The very intentions of peppering him.
And then after Jonas, I'm assuming it's
Depending on what
Sachi.
happens. Yeah.
I mean, hell, it's entirely
need to
possible
know.
that we're wrong. Sachi might be somewhere else we can actually get. I don't know. We have no idea.
I know.
X, I have
Okay.
an inquiry.
I'll let you address them.
What is the intention of bringing David here? I don't mean to make you the elephant in the room, but I do inquire.
David is a member of the Purple Lotus, obviously. Additionally, he's also a member of the Tower of Champions, both groups who are both heavily involved in everything that's happening right now. I want someone to stay in the know of what's happening. And David was on speed dial.
Good to know. Continue, Hound.
Just so we know whether we're pretty much close to everything. I will note, once everything is all over, Sachi's back, Jonas is back, everything from the zombies is gone. Depending on Jonas's decision, but I know me and Nines have already talked about it. The facility itself, after everything is done, may be disbanded completely.
If anyone asks you about it, you tell them what facility. There was none. As far as we're concerned, it doesn't exist by the time everything is over. You can gaslight them until they think that it was never a thing.
Okay. Alright. Aside from that, I believe that's our full timeline. In that case, does anyone else have any side questions, comments, anything else that encompasses any of this that we need to talk about before we adjourn?
I might have one.
Roger.
Alright.
Relating to, I guess you could say, Undead Big Man's friend Gregor.
Just so that you're aware, I already told Nines. Apparently, Lotus still wants to use them to, for a final push to try and
Kill as many zombies as they can to make our jobs easier, apparently. I'm not even full. I don't know the full details of their plan, but his forces are apparently tearing themselves limb from limb and also killing zombies, so he might not be a problem for us any longer.
Good.
You said that his own army is turning against him while also fighting the Horde as well.
Yep. Sometimes they fight the Horde, other times they
tear each other limb from limb.
Additionally, there's been sightings of them bursting into purple flame. All the times that they do that, though, they burst into purple flame.
Yep.
It's not got long to live.
His days are likely numbered if he doesn't get killed by Cordyceps.
He's likely gonna get killed by the Lotus whenever they backstab him for their assault.
The issue is, you're backstabbing him while he has Ethereum in his body. One of the worst things you can do. He has two Ethereum entities binded to him. Cortifex directly, and Nordicus.
Meaning if we kill him, he's basically a bomb.
Yes.
Okay, that'll be important to note. That'll be important to note when we converse. Yeah, that'll be important to note when we talk with Athena.
Because I also need to understand this as well as killing him would most likely end up killing Cortifex and Nordicus, and we can't do that. We can't risk that. Because if we do that, more of the Aether will become unbalanced. And I can't risk
And we
that.
just create another ground zero.
And which also means that, which means that we set Cortifex and Nordicus free, right?
Yes, which... I hate to admit it, but the only person to do that right now is...
Big Purple. Okay, Ethan.
On comment with the whole Gregor being a ticking time bomb. It's Athena's coax them into working alongside us in some capacity. I don't want a red wedding situation to where he's fighting alongside us and then the big man himself, purple guy, fucking snaps his fingers and nukes him next to us. So be wary if he works with us, is what I'm saying, essentially.
Hell, it could be possible right now that Gregor isn't even himself anymore, and he's just being a fucking...
Right now, I wouldn't assume things, since, he's very unpredictable doing things in the first place. Remember this, I don't think he's only going to snap his fingers and nuke him. We've seen what's happening to Sapphira right now. I mean, if he did that, he would have been far greater. He likes to just watch everything. Every little thing we're doing is just being watched. He's not here directly. He never will be here directly. But he has control. Anything that he's infused with, he has dominance. And because once we enter more into that quarantine zone, he has more of an influence than ever before.
Then a follow-up question, more closer to ground zero, is it basically his realm around the portal, essentially, at this point, what would you say?
Yes.
We've known... As we get closer to ground zero, our rules and everything that we know, at least what I'm hypothesizing from what I've seen, our world is less and less, and it becomes more and more like the Dark Aether.
Got it. Figured.
Another thing to note as well. I was discussing it, believe, before, or talking to myself. I believe... Remember, as the one you want to say is, you've looked at Jackal before, correct? And the old signs and everything that was before it, how Jackal would use different bodies. Nines remembers him as Proto, and everyone else remembers him as Jackal. Different bodies, different solutions. Makes you think. Don't you think he can do that too? Not only that,
I worry.
he could be anyone. Anything. Could be me. Could be any one of you.
You're entirely right. Vaguely remember something at one point or another where I swear I saw him as someone else. No, because that happened with Silver, remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
I need to remember this correctly. One second, real quick. Finish this off. This individual in question isn't physical. When you go into the ether, you're literally breathing him. It's the atmosphere. It's the entire universe. He is the ether. Which is the main reason Janus is very important. Janus is the opposite end of him. The only issue now is because how he treats and how he's reacting. You've probably heard it before. But mostly personality issues. And I believe that Evan Flow and Higgs, Tanix, and maybe you even, well, GT have saw him at one point. Didn't you?
Yes.
Well, saw him quotations.
Yeah. I've seen the big man upstairs before.
How was his personality? Unless Evan Flow would like to answer that.
Seem to be having
What I
fun.
saw.
Interested.
Relaxed.
Relaxed, yes.
I'd remind him to take a shower every once in a while.
Yeah. He found, I guess you could say, things humorous. Took a liking to, I guess you could say, the jokes me and Galdair have made in our talks with him, or our conversations with us. Found it interesting.
Was enjoying Higgs trying to provoke him. It wasn't working.
I was trying to seem entertaining to try to see if we can get more information out of him.
But there's something else. I'm trying to put my finger on it. There was something, I don't know, underlying it all. There was some anger, some malice towards Jackal.
I wouldn't say it's underlining. I think it was evident. It's the only thing he cared
I want
about.
to make sure I get this clear. And
I
I'm
don't
just going to
understand
point
so
this out. This is just something that I want to address because I believe I spoke with Nines about this, or Nines probably might be aware. I'm not sure.
You're next.
But I do want to say this. We don't know his true name. If Janus is Janus, without all the other entities that are assigned to him, we don't. You now know Jackal's real name is Janus. The issue being, big man upstairs, He has many personality issues because of the consumption of many entities from in the ether who used to protect it. I want to know his real name.
I don't know how you expect to achieve that when he won't even show himself. Seems
I'm
a
aware
bit
of that,
trivial.
but it's in my notes. It's what Janice put.
Guess we'll find Bishop.
None of us really asked.
It's more of a request than a question. I request the assistance of the other APCUs to gather liquid divinium for the big robot. If that is possible.
That's totally fine. That was my idea.
Alright. Roger.
No, I got nothing else at the moment. I was just stressing.
We got a sending. From Ludric. He said something is happening. We need to go.
Okay, let's go. Alright, Hound, Nines, if there's any other information, just relay it to me later. We gotta skedaddle.
Be safe.
Goodbye.
Yep.
We'll bring him back.
Alright. Take care, everyone. If you need anything, just...
Run, go.
Yeah, alright.
Let's go.
Just hurry.
Pardon us.
Something I've also been thinking about, honestly, you know how Phantom got wings?
Mm-hmm.
The more Phantom is just developing, the more and more he looks like that he looked like likeness of Big Purple, you know what I mean? From when we saw him.
You're right.
It's just something I think about a little bit. I don't know why, but I just think about it.
Well, let's hope it's just you projecting that and not him. Alright, here we go.
Yep.
Hey, Kid Phoenix, how you doing? Welcome. Sorry, I'm gonna be really hard to focus because I'm gonna be in a mission, so it'll be hard. Hi, Kimmy. I explained what I could to people at the facility about what you said. And I got some more information for Q, and...
Make sure you mute world audio if you don't have it muted yet.
Got
just
it.
because it is DMCA.
Got it. Thank you. Hi, Jess. Oh, the cube. Oh, I'm gonna caffeine. Where's my caffeine? Fuck! That's what I was missing. Shit, no wonder my brain's gone. Okay.
Caffeine is good for you.
And caffeine is necessary.
Mute world audio. Mute world audio. Mute the world audio.
Oh no, he fucking...
Audio jungle. Audio jungle. Audio jungle.
Mute the world.
Get it! My brain.
Because it's all Mass Effect soundtrack, and we all know how quickly that gets DMCA'd.
Does it?
Well, now we know.
Alright. I'm gonna wait for everyone else to get here, and then I'll preload Phantom, because that's 100% happening without a fucking doubt.
Yeah. Too much. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
especially with the crystal sex.
To 100 as well.
He's doing better since yesterday. Yesterday he was fucking struggling.
Yeah, this is.
Struggling.
Oh, I don't have all the shit in. Or do I?
Yeah.
Do I have all the shit in this? Shit. Oh, I turned off my gestures. What? Yes, I did. Sweet. Cool.
Been a little bit. How you doing, her?
Oh.
I'm doing good. It's good to see you, Jess. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this is gonna go.
Kramer, did you make this
I'm
map?
glad to be back to D.
I did not make this map. I found this map, and it fit really well for what we were using it for. So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have DMCA music. I would have custom music.
Fair. Fair.
Oh, I gotta get into comms. Where's the?
Need me on NPC side, or you got slots?
We have a lot of NPCs right now. So I mean, do you think we should grab one more, or should we have Roderick come in?
Honestly, I think it could be perfectly fine either way. If he wants to play Roderick for this, that could be interesting too.
Yeah, whichever way you want to go. We're good on both sides right now, so.
Yeah, feel free to tail us. They're just like, you just got fucking ganked the other day. They don't want to pull you into this again.
Yeah, well, it's kind of personal now because they're trying to make copies of them, or quote-unquote improved versions of him.
That's what I mean.
Oh, no.
He'll be in a minute. He's going to the bathroom.
Hey, Kimmy.
Great job.
If anything, they would also say, they would tell Lady Q that they learned that the lightning definitely won't work because they did some tests and it actually mutates and empowers the zombies instead of killing them. So we definitely need to completely get rid of that fucking storm.
Was anyone else going to tail from the meeting with you guys at all?
I do not think so.
Okay. Cool beans.
You're just gonna look at Roger and be like, you have a bad habit of telling me lately.
Wait, what happened?
You were tailing eggs a lot.
Roger, he's gonna be like, you have a bad habit of tailing me a lot.
What do you mean? He's literally. I mean,
there's probably also a couple things, but I'll have to remind myself. I gotta get back a dog. I gotta get back a four-armed dog.
Yeah, true.
It's also you sort of basically what you do as his. You sort of like wiggle a stake of intel in front of Roderick's face, and he goes, "Ooh." The guy whose literal specialization when he was built was close quarters, like urban combat and cyber warfare. Cyber warfare entailing breaking into installations and stealing their data.
I like to believe there's an SCP out there that exists that basically is an SCP that just pops into existence every once in a while, and it just takes the shape of Hamsky in his fucking underwear, just like chilling somewhere, and he's like, I'm here to get a drink, and then he just disappears somewhere.
God damn.
That meeting? Yeah. No, he just did my. It's like a running bit when he came into the fucking
living rent free.
The fucking came into the fucking Dragonspire thing when we were having like a big ass meeting.
Yeah, I remember.
And I'm just like, oh.
Oh right. I forgot about that.
It's funny when something goes for the kill.
It's gonna be funny when the director decides to talk with Roderick again, the director of Aether Corp, and goes like, "We had a deal. We had a discussion of a peace treaty." He's just like, 1, that was never finalized. 2, you took their dog. So
yeah.
Just,
yeah. Like, I'm gonna be like, what is it? What is it? It was like first. What is that one? Was it Taken or something like that? Where's my wife? Where's my dog? Where's? I'm gonna go in.
It's literally just y'all left Ludwig out on the front lawn, and the neighbor just came by and went, "Yoink,
No,
this is mine now."
he fucking ran away. He fucking ran away. That is his own damn fault. We didn't leave him shit anywhere.
When the director talks to Roderick, he's gonna be like, we have a treaty. Stop touching my stuff. You keep touching my
These
stuff.
guys are literally about to get John Wicked by they're literally gonna get John Wicked.
Straight up.
He's like, you fucking cooked up my dog.
Damn it. I really wanted to do the old Yeller plan. It can't work. I know it can't work, and it made me so sad. I'm gonna do it someday.
Listen, man, listen, man, homie. I'm for you guys fighting whatever.
They had a fucking idea to like pretend to get in close and like basically say like if he did something wrong and it wasn't like them trying to steal him for research, that we'll deal with him ourselves. And then like have it seem like they're going to fucking bring him up into flames with like Higgs and Slade's flames, but instead they're gonna have like illusions of rifting around him, rift him through a portal while the illusions are up, and then have Ickerbane be like invisible and then ash, so he's a fucking pile of ash when it goes down. Just fucking yeet him out there and he is dead. And they don't go fucking after him. Oh, that was it would have been amazing if it worked, but... Oh.
Also, he can also
Bitch!
say, look, man, I was never able to finalize that deal because I ended up in a coma, so you can't get mad at me. So get in it.
Spawns, okay.
You know, I can't wait for Sachi to see like this armor set
Wee-oo.
freak out and just like look at Roderick like you're not real.
I need to set a controller so that it turns off my locomotion whenever I talk to fly.
Yeah, I had to do that with the hover animations that I found. I just had them go off at the same time. And then whoop. Pew! Hi, Nines.
Eat a burger with no honey mustard. Eat a burger with no honey mustard. Eat a burger with no honey mustard.
Heck with mustard.
Could any of you guys see if you can invite Depresso?
Yep.
See if that works.
Let's see.
Because we're unable to send him an invite.
Got it. Oh, I can't send it either.
Close, wouldn't
Okay.
Yeah.
he? Yeah, no, he'd have to request off someone.
I think Karima's got it. All right.
Got it.
Karima question.
Oh.
Just to remind me about the conversation we had with the interrogator. What was it that he had mentioned about Iota again?
Also, Flint, we'll be using the Gestalt mission server for the comms.
Right. That's what I was doing. Fuck. And then my brain bird.
There you go.
Goddamn. I was like, I was doing something. Oh, right. That.
Good.
Where is it?
Oh, there's the
I'd have to go back and
there's the
review it.
boy.
I'm not 100% certain off the top of my head.
Oh, you have a video of it?
Yeah. I
Where
believe
the
I have
fuck
a video.
is it?
Okay, let me know when you post it again, just so I can remember or review that again.
So many servers.
Because obviously, I know that they said that they found that realm with the funny eyes.
Oh, I opened up my Steam VR menu. Also, GT joined the Gestalt mission server PC channel for comms.
Gotcha.
It is a gray logo right now.
It took me like so long to find it.
Oh no, so much. Where the fuck is it? I'm still trying to find it.
Gray.
Yeah,
I gotta find it.
It's a gray logo at the moment, just because after this is like the last big event that I'm doing for a little bit.
For a little bit, because we're waiting for all the other arcs to die down.
There it is.
Before we start up
Soon. I swear to God, in the next few weeks.
That too.
Hey, you know what the good thing is? After this and after anything dies down, it's Ludwig time. Ludwig missions! I'm gonna make NPC models and everything.
Yeah.
Lulu time. Gonna pet the dog. What the dog doing?
Oh, I would have.
Just testing this. No, it doesn't work. Fuck.
I gotta mention this to Rogue, or I would have sent a message to Rogue that it's just like, hey, got kidnapped by Aether Corp. They sort of held me at gunpoint and said, hey, you're helping us test the better version of you.
Oh, hi.
And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Check my OSC.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad to be back to Metaverse again. It's been a little bit.
OSC, maybe? No.
It's always good to see you.
Oh. I see.
Yeah, so it was fairly recent that they sort of kidnapped Roger and say, hey, can you help us test out the Helios
Depending on how things go.
No.
I'm trying to get my main character back so I can go back to doing missions with him.
So you're testing
And
it.
actually, hosting stuff again for the scouts. It's been so hard not doing it.
And he also apparently was taken to
But
the
worst case, in 2 months,
speaking to us.
a whole bunch of models are gonna come out. And
Just checking my comms. There we go.
probably gonna
Okay.
use those to make my new model with. So when that happens, 2 months, I'm gonna try to do some story lead up in the meantime, and I'll see if I can get as many people involved with that as well. I think that'll be really fun, and we'll get back to it. Then we'll do some missions as well.
Your story ends here.
Oh! Oh no!
Badass, bro.
Alright, you know what? I need to actually. I need to take some ibuprofen because my.
Flaming Fists of Fury!
So give me a minute. Give me a minute
Alright,
to take my
anyway.
ibuprofen.
Oh, let's go! Oh wait, do I got it?
Are you in the Gustalian mission server?
I am currently streaming for some friends who wanted to watch.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, comms. Ugh.
Slade, I don't need to be in comms. Runs off the fucking distance.
God damn it.
I don't need comms, turns on Doom music and starts pushing.
Fuck! God. I fucking dare.
Oh yeah, is that what you want?
Yeah, let's fucking go! No! No! Oh, fuck! We are twigs! Oh, fuck shit!
I love the fact that all of the bards all have some way of being like, yes, I love to play my. Who the fuck?
Well, fuck you! Don't work, but it's there.
Bills, y'all.
I just need to do bardic inspiration.
Thank you, Delta. Oh,
he
yes.
plays while beating the shit out of people.
They will also be warned ahead of time that we have a distraction in the form of a Gestalt. Please do not shoot the help. Do not shoot the Gestalians.
No worries. No worries, I gotcha.
Oh god. Bro, I love getting my tooth extracted. Feels great.
Yeah, right?
Oh yeah. That's a lot of fun.
No.
Yes,
so
did you
the
get
ones
all
that
of
are-
your teeth extracted?
All of them at once. All of them at once.
I mean, like the wisdom teeth.
So, like a year or two ago, they took out the bottom right. They took out the top left this time around a week ago, where they were just like, we don't even need to cut into the gum for that one. We just need to take some pliers and apply some pressure and then yoink.
Let's go.
The one that's the
yoinky sploinky.
gonna be the trouble. The one
Oh,
that's gonna be
that.
the hardest.
Oh, I need to fix that shit.
Was the one on the bottom left, because the bottom left I need to go to a specialist because it is next to a nerve, or it's right on top of a nerve. So they're like,
Well, I had
yeah, we gotta.
F4 taken out at the same time.
Oh, bro, no.
That shit sucked.
My dad chose.
At least I'm gonna
to
get
do
the
that
top two
all at
done
the
first.
They
So
were like,
mine were all impacted. Literally all of them were growing in towards my other teeth.
Oof.
Yeah. The bottom left one is at like a 45-degree angle.
Ooh.
Growing towards, growing in to the molar. So they're just
Do
like,
it
yeah, we gotta take that
sooner rather than later. Because when I did it,
Yeah,
the
wait,
dental surgeon was looking at me was like, this should have been done like 10 years ago, but it's good you're doing it now.
Yeah. See, mine should have been done like 2 years ago, but I don't have fucking
how old
dental
are you, man?
insurance. 22? How old am I? Oh god, that's not good.
How old are you?
22, 22.
So they recommend
Youngins.
do it before 25.
Yes. And I was told to do it before my roots turned into not goo. And I really wanted to.
Yeah?
I should have, but I didn't. Now my roots are probably all grown in.
Because one, it's harder to deal with it once you're past 25, and two, it's like more difficult, I guess, to heal from. So
Not that. Well, okay, I guess maybe.
We are ready to
okay.
roll.
Yes.
So real quick.
Are you playing music, Grima?
Yes, we are going to have music on Avatar, so make sure you have Avatar sound effects to 100%.
Okay, so
Make sure you have World down to 0, because the Mass Effect soundtrack is massive DMCA, so we don't want to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, it is.
Hey, Zagger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I love.
Oh yeah.
I'm sad because the Mass Effect soundtrack is kind of like bussin', my guy.
But a couple of things to let you know of, because just to let you know how to like take certain things. There is a new model that is going to be showing up. It has a red beam effect that has a bunch of screams. If you feel fear and you get hit by that, you are going to be like completely terrorized on there. Yes, I see you laughing, GT. Don't say it. Smile. When it comes to it, you feel fear. If you don't feel fear, you just feel a lot of pain when it comes to it. So it's just going to hurt like a bitch.
Fun.
I was gonna tell you, ha ha ha, funny Galderuns, get fucked.
How long does it last? Is it just while it's on you, or?
For I would say count down to like 5 or 10 seconds per hit. So like if they keep pounding you with it and you can't get out of it, or if someone can't like block or like straggle or like what's it called when you let me unhide my hands when you do the
drag.
No, like when you attack and they stagger.
Oh,
that's the word. Thank you.
Oh, okay, stagger.
So unless they like stagger it,
The glory kill
stuff like that on there. So
Do I get to reverse it? Fuck that. Yeah.
Out of my way. Hold up.
By the way, I have a bracelet on me with 3 charges of calm emotion. If that gets used up, I'll just probably automatically shift to Phantom because that's how it works.
Okay. Fair enough.
If I get totally freaked out, zoinked out, then Phantom might be a problem.
Otherwise, from that, as a preface as to what you saw coming into here, traverse through some mountainous terrain, led into a tunnel. You do see a lot of traffic going in and out of that tunnel, but it seems like there's a sudden stop of it as you guys are approaching. And there are a lot of suited people that you see, not really soldiers or anything like that, not really armed people or anything like that. They just look like they have very fancy suits going into this very decrepit tunnel for some reason. Feel free to interact with scenery and stuff like that. Everything that you see is there.
Probably.
Ignore the names on the tooltips, though. I'll be informing what those names are, just because some of it doesn't match up. All right. Otherwise, from that, any questions before we start out?
Golden.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, NPCs. Y'all ready?
Give me a smooch. NPC smooch me on the face.
Give me a smooch.
Just a little kiss. Little tiny kiss. Yo, you getting homie sniffs in?
Yeah, homie sniffs in. Oh, you're right. Fuck. Wait.
The only thing I need to tell you as DM, Mask, anyone who is, like, if they know what he's all about, like,
There we go.
the mask doesn't work on them. So it's basically bubble is impenetrable because
Okay, I'm enslaved. I'm good.
It's just,
I'm
I
there.
can't recognize it.
Gotcha.
That's it.
I hate you fuckers with Invis. I hate all of you. Fucking stop.
Go ahead and
And wait, what?
I'll just do this.
Oh, sorry.
And
Oh, you'll just do this for
Don't do it. Don't.
To be fair, that's like my whole shtick. I'm sorry.
That is.
It'll be underground spawn as soon as you get
Underground spawn on the left.
Okay. Also.
spawn on the left.
He just.
So
Oh,
that's how
fuck.
this is my cue.
Oh. poor Leroy Jenkins did. Fuck. So, and fuck. Damn it. Never mind.
I don't remember what the plan is.
You had a plan.
I have no idea. Why is your hidden identity so loud? Why is everyone invisible?
Sorry, just looking around. I'd like to see what we're dealing with first.
Kind of situation. This kind of situation.
Guys lining up working at consoles. Looks like a control room of some sort.
Rogue, Roger, can you guys grab the cameras?
We'll see what we can do.
Make it snappy, Loop.
God, are we able to get a hold of the cameras?
God?
Where is God? Hello, God, I can't hear you.
My apologies. What's up?
Roderick and I are trying to get into cameras to loop footage. I have a special little trick I like to do that loops footage but also keeps the timestamp moving.
Ooh. You do notice that it is on a closed network, not through a broadcastable one, so it looks like you're going to need a hardwire connection in order to get in to do any sort of changes to the cameras.
Got it. I'm assuming the console over here off to the right of the doorway is just like a power box.
Yes, it is. Looks like just a standard power box.
Any update? Folks.
Cameras are on a closed door. Closed circuit.
Can you do that first? If not, can you just shut the power off?
Shutting the power off is more suspicious. See if I can get into the room ahead and see if I can access one of the consoles.
Look, they can't recognize your identity, and they definitely aren't gonna recognize me, considering they've never even seen me. Why don't we just go in? Try to not be
three others.
You do look human. You do look human at least.
Also, I would rather them not send the cavalry. That too. You know what? Actually, fucking send the cavalry. I'm pissed off. I'm angry. I'm fucking mad.
No. Calm down, cowpoke. All right, listen to me. You're already sharply dressed. You got the mask to hide your identity here, right? Congratulations. You're now the broker. This is your muscle.
What are we doing?
A broker for a research facility?
Oh my god, we're gonna
send you in under the guise of being a trader. All right?
Okay.
A very special kind of trader here for exotic goods from another realm.
Here's the thing, they don't deal in giving out.
You've had dealings with Aether Corp in your realm. What's that?
That's what we learned from Mr. Roderick.
Doesn't usually give out exotic items, but they do take exotic items in.
Which is why the broker is
Fine.
here, to see their stock and see what he can pay to get something. good?
Fine.
Sounds
I'm
good.
with you.
I got your back. If you start to lose track of what to say, I'll step in.
Sure. It should be fine.
While you're talking to them, Roderick and I can access a console inside. I will upload credentials for you.
Okay. So then, go now then?
Let's do it.
Go ahead.
Okay, alright.
Bro, oh.
Howdy.
Why'd you make me spin?
No, man down.
Hey.
Stop spinning
Hey.
chair.
No guns, no guns. Hey, listen. I'm here on business. I should already be in on the system and whatnot. Just put me in. Just run it.
Yes.
I'm here to talk to some of your superiors.
There's no business. Yeah, something tells me that
Who's in charge here? We can explain
Who
everything.
the fuck said that? Who's in charge? Give me your fucking boss.
you should know that.
There's no business here, so how did
Listen,
you find this place?
there's a reason why I'm wearing a fucking mask. I'm here anonymously to talk to.
All of us wearing masks. Very legit.
I'm not talking about you, dipshit. I'm talking about me. You don't need to know who I am.
Yes.
I'm from off-world.
Alright.
We are here to overview the research, but we are trying to be discreet about that. You should know that by now.
Do you have any ID so we can put you check on the system?
Give me your boss. Now.
He's with
Where'd
me.
you go? Before this becomes a problem.
That did not. It was just a charm.
ID first, and we'll go check you up on the system.
Fine.
I should get back to playing League. I don't got time.
Don't play I'm just doing my spreadsheets.
Here.
Go back doing spreadsheets. We got
God, they're gonna try to discreetly make an illusion
Big dark ladder.
over that to give Aether Corp credentials as best they can.
Yeah, sure. Why don't you just check it on the door? It should open it if they're actually cleared.
That's a good point.
Check it in the system first. We're not gonna open the door just
You
for
die, I'll be out of
Fine.
here, and I'll move
Put
on
it in
to
the fucking talk reader.
playing Dota.
Whatever you say, man.
Hey, I mean, it's cleared. It cleared.
Just fucking lift a rock with his mind.
Check it on the door. See.
Mr. Strava.
said it was cleared, right?
You said it clears?
Yeah, it was cleared. It's on my
I know,
screen.
but I'd rather be playing StarCraft right now.
Why the fuck is it
Why
not
doesn't it open the door? Is the door jammed? Did they not fucking do that maintenance request I put in last week? Jesus fucking Christ.
What's your fucking name?
It's Mr. Strava.
Come on, Gordon.
Give me your name,
You have a distraction.
because I am going to go to your boss, and I'm gonna ask why I was given so much fucking problem here.
You asking for the manager?
Should have just let me in.
He's asking for the manager.
Gordon, what's your last name?
I think he's what.
Okay, let me just. Alright, does this work?
It's Jake, first off.
Just run it through real quick.
Okay,
fine,
Jake,
I'm running
what?
through. God.
You ever thought we had to do spreadsheets?
How?
Is this run through?
Grocery shop business.
Great.
Yeah.
Certainly we can work through this and come to some understanding, correct?
Your card.
Okay, so
right?
let me
And charm.
try my card here.
Yes, his card
Oh,
works.
works just fine. Ugh, jeez. Ugh.
Try the other card again.
They're fucking.
None of my shit works in time. Ah, damn it.
Wait, I'm not from around these parts, so maybe that's the problem. I'm not from here.
Yeah, sorry, I got a little startled.
Please do be careful.
The camera's picking up the dragon. It's getting closer to this facility, so...
What is this about a dragon?
I'm assuming it's a bodyguard.
Yes,
Getting
my
fucked up by a
muscle.
dragon by God knows how that thing came over.
And you're calling me the dumbass. He was gonna shoot the monitor.
You're the one playing League.
What?
Oh, that
I read
Thing
there.
at work here.
Guys, our security systems are down.
If they try and
You gotta be
Think
fucking
Dragon of
kidding me.
Ada fucking generator by chance?
See if I can't time it.
You'll have a fucking dragon problem?
Dragon ate a generator. Can I help you?
Well, even if I had a card to open it up for them, security systems are down, so I don't even know what's on the other side of that door.
Well, we're the South Gate, so not a dragon. No, right now, at least.
Right. It's not our problem.
Just scan the fucking card again. I'm sure it's gonna work.
Alright, do you have... Alright, who has the card? Do you have your card?
I would love to.
Jake, scan the card. Scan the fucking card! Jake,
I
scan
would
the
love
card
to,
before your
but,
career prospects are
one of
worse
you
than
guys
his when you're next
take the
broken.
card, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't want to share this, man.
You done pissing yourself?
Oh, wait, nope, other way.
A little bit came out. I'm gonna be completely on.
Our mistake. Go right ahead.
Were you swiping it wrong the entire time?
They got managed to get it. It's fine. Let's just not worry about that right now. Thank you.
Either way.
You are attempting a lot by immediately
You see
cussing
that
and
there
swearing
are
at them.
On the console, you see that there are 3 buttons that are glowing. The 3 on the left seem to be glowing that are interactable. The 3 on the right don't seem to exist.
Any future things Barksucker should probably go face.
One of them, the bottommost one, shows living quarters.
Maybe work on the
middle
charisma
one
part of it.
Shows, it looks
Trying
like it's been
to.
crossed out a couple of times with different names. And
Every time we tried, it
top
didn't
one
seem to
just
work
shows
though.
Okay, we got 3 different buttons here to try. We've got living quarters, one that's crossed out, and then we've got med bay. Which one do we want to try first?
Medbay, living quarters, and what?
It's med bay and living quarters, and then one of them is crossed out. Yeah.
We would say generally when it's intriguing, the crossed out one.
Crossed out and written over a few times.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's do the middle button. Middle button on the left side.
So when you tap the button, it flashes and then goes red. Access denied.
Oh, we hate technology.
Rogue, if you wouldn't mind.
Somebody who has clearance. Somebody that has clearance is probably in the living quarters. We could probably snag a card off somebody.
Also true.
Let's try to let's try
We did
that
say the
off
security
after
was
Rogue.
down. Right.
Let me see if I got something here. Hold on. God, quick question for you. After accessing the console in the main room, do I have remote access now, or am I able to get remote access?
Yes, you have remote access now. It does take a few moments for the authorization to clear, though.
Okay. Give it a second. We may be able to do something. If it doesn't work, then we'll check out the quarter, see if we can see something.
Okay. Sounds good. Sorry, the mask on kind of makes me a little aggressive, I guess.
So then we don't let you talk?
It worked. I mean, you didn't really
Eventually.
Made you seem like a pretentious asshole-ish higher up.
That's what I was trying to go for.
The console flashes green. The button is now pressable.
Middle left.
Middle button on the left.
Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna take I'm guessing probably one of these, maybe.
That's a bathroom.
Is it a bathroom? Is it actually a bathroom?
It literally has the male logo on it.
There's the male sign and the female sign on the opposite end.
It's just
Why is that crossed
weird
out?
fucking bathroom. Then what's this one then?
This one shows on the
I don't
wall,
know.
there is a sketching that says weapons testing room.
Oh. Alright. Check these.
Experimental room, keep out.
Experimental room.
Well, that just makes me want to go in more.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We get the guns after.
If we have time.
If we have time.
This one is labeled Experimentation Room 2, closed indefinitely.
Alright.
Let me guess.
Big fucking door.
This one shows no label on the door, but the console does state access denied, director only access.
How about this one?
This door shows a label on the left-hand side, which is strange because all the other ones had it on the right-hand side. And this one shows Reese's room.
What?
Okay.
God.
Let's see if anyone's in there.
Correct.
Roger.
This one.
I don't remember, but Roger remembers. Has the name Reese come up at any point for us?
Yes, with your conversations with Sam. Regarding a particular AI.
Sorry.
Oh, he is the one that created the AI, if I remember correctly.
Correct.
So Reese is the name of the one who headed up an AI project that Sam acquired, or at least acquired part of the AI of.
Alright, so that might not be involved. But potentially?
They'd
The
probably
director?
likely have access. Not the director per se, but probably one of the heads of one of the departments. Was he a head of the department, if I remember correctly?
Yes, but you don't know which department.
Okay. He was the head of one of the departments, but it was never said which one. Odds are, whichever one deals with AI or cyber.
And they also want to check the experimental room. If they're doing any experiments here, they would be doing it on Mudrick. We may at least get more information about what they're doing.
The facility shakes. The facility shakes as there feels like there is an explosion that happened.
Oh.
Okay.
Either that's Mr. Strava or that is our other cavalry early. Hopefully. Unless...
Is this room accessible?
This room is not accessible.
Let's try the experimentation room.
Yes, what about this one?
Alright.
Revisit that one if we need to.
Is this door openable?
The door is
Got
open.
it, door open.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is those are Helios Mark IIs in the canisters.
Mudrick.
Alright, get Ludwig.
Right. Major Mara.
All I'm gonna say is if these are we don't want to wake these things up.
Hey.
They're probably gonna wake up on deactivation anyways.
Should be.
Yes, we're getting you out.
This is a trap.
Yes, we figured as much. That's how it usually goes. Try to hold them off. Anything we can start trying to like undo or chains or... We're gonna try to get any chains off of him.
He's hooked up to some equipment. It's easy to pull him off, but it seems to be monitoring his vital signs.
Okay, so they're connected.
So,
They're waiting until we
get the
pull them
ones
off,
on the right,
probably.
the ones on the left.
Everybody ready?
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on. Those things in the tubes. They can make you terrified if they hit you. I had to fight one. He tested it out on me or something. I don't know.
Okay, that's actually good to know. That might help, because that means there might be something we can do. Prepare for calm emotions. Everybody ready?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. And removes.
As you withdraw them, the mechanism shifts. The pods open.
There. Alright, we might have to hold this then. Calm emotions. Gonna have to get you through, but maybe. Shield. Hold this as long as we can. Hey. We'll get you out of here, okay? We'll be okay. We'll talk later. It's just really good to see you.
No, guys.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Calm down again. It's okay. We're keeping the calm emotions up as best we can. Hopefully that should at least keep it down a bit. Okay. All right, we need to get out of here.
Swallow.
And heal.
Yeah, they're probably gonna know. At this point.
Yeah, let me do mine.
At this point, we just focus on getting him out of here, getting us all out of here. If we can get to Mr. Estrava, we can get out. Both sides. Chill. There we go. Up. I don't like these doors. We really hate. Okay, we have to get away from the door. Here. Over here. Come on! Okay. Here ones.
Okay, so what's the plan? We're gonna go to try and go where Ostrava is, or back towards the entrance on our way out?
If we can get around.
We need to get him out. Prioritize that.
Alright, back out the entrance.
But we also can't make a fuss outside, or else we're going to have everything on our tail. Magic and otherwise. If we can get to Mr. Ostrava, that's the best bet. We can't be using magic and force like this in public. So we can get to Mr. Ostrava, that's our best bet. Getting out as quickly as possible with his rift.
What? If it's okay, I mean, if you want to get as quickly as possible, I can just kind of do my thing.
That's also a good idea. If you can, try it.
Let's see if we can find an exit out of here, or the quickest exit out of here.
You mean
How did you get in?
That I could
The
probably just
rifts.
try and open right here?
That was the original plan, but Mr. Ostrava doesn't like his horde being touched, apparently.
Let's see if I can open a rift. Alright.
Congratulations.
You are unsuccessful.
Okay,
Something is
that's
interfering
weird.
with
I
any
can't open a rift.
teleportation.
That's what we thought. Okay. So we get out and hopefully over to Mr. Ostrava.
I believe so.
Let's go.
I'm still like lost on whoever the Strava is, but whatever. I'm fine, let's do it.
Do you know which way is the west? It was in the west, right?
He's been to your keep. We're at the west? Yeah.
The west was Mr. Ostrava, right?
What's the closest room on this elevator to get us to the west?
Get you out of here, big guy.
I have no idea. I'm looking on the console now. I see anything?
Rogue, see if we can find a blueprint.
Let me look it up real quick.
I'm gonna try and look it up as well, see if I can from the access that we have.
Also, I'm sorry, chat. I can't see any of you because my thing blew up my window to like 500%, so I can't see anything.
I'm on that. I'm doing that right now, and so is Roger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any form of exit other than available now.
All right. So we just get out and.
Blueprint to try and find the best way to the west end of the facility.
Like the best way is the way we came in.
What's the best way out?
To the west end of the facility, to Ostrava.
That's where Ostrava is. That's where at least where I remember Ostrava being is the west side of the facility. Now the way out is the way to Ostrava, which is our technically way out.
We really need to make a decision, guys.
Yes.
Each separated from each other with no connections. That's why there is no
We may need to go back out the way we came.
All right.
It's split up, so we may need to go to another part of the facility by going out.
All right.
All right.
Here we go.
Well, going back out this way.
Okay. Come on. Shield. More of these things. There. Not again. We don't like this door.
Fighting them. Something fighting. What is that?
What is? Huh? Huh? Remember our backup. Yes. Yes, don't touch them. They're a backup. Can't hold this much longer. Yes, Gustell are helping us.
Do we just run past? Do we try to go?
Okay. Let's make this. Ready, set.
Hands on our side.
Shield. Yes, Gustell is. Go!
Coming.
Go!
Once you get to the exit, you may respawn.
I'm sorry, my brain is so gone. Also, those doors hate me. Those doors hate me and all my abilities.
Now that we've saved you, it's time to end this.
Now we get to use the LAR plan.
Yes, that's the only reason we saved you.
No one kills our dog but our
Still, no one kills my dog but me. Oh, I needed more caffeine today. Oh, I'm dumb. Oh, they hate technology so much.
Smooth mission was smooth.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Karima? Karima, I feel like I know the answer, but these are bionicles, aren't they? These are bionicles.
Bionicles? Oh my god!
Bionicles, aren't they?
Of course they're fucking bionicles. Hey, friendo, thanks for the help. Hey. Oh god.
Because I told him I wanted to fight a Bionicle 2 years ago.
Shaken dog syndrome, how dare you!
So here's a question. Do y'all want an after scene?
See how these replacements hold up to the original.
Oh, I think we might need it at this point. We need to fucking debrief on what the fuck happened.
I think it's fair.
After scene. Get some answers and shit. I can do that.
I'm guessing
Can
I come in? Can I bully
Yeah,
come
they'll
in?
probably just be opening a Misty lobby.
So here's I think what Misty Lobby probably makes the most sense for everybody here. So that way everyone else is also here can come.
I'll be heading out because I have meetings I gotta do.
I miss you already.
It's okay. Because you know what?
Before I forget, NPCs and PCs, thank you all so much for doing this.
Yes, thank you.
You are. We really appreciate this. All of you.
You guys
Pure
are
luck
the
first
reason
door.
why
Yes!
people get to RP, genuinely.
Yeah.
Thank you for the reason why I shot myself in the tester.
Appreciate the shit out of all of you. Sorry we're dumb.
Whenever you were just holding, I was about to just do a Doom Eternal and just grab your hand in the key card and be like,
That would have been amazing, actually. Next time.
Someone snatched out of your hand, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, it's always like the moment after.
Because we're wanting to have this guy have his fucking head pulled off by my body part. It won't talk. We're expecting him to be more like, hey, you're not giving me the card.
Just grab him.
Okay, thank you all.
Do y'all know how to enable full body midway through the VRChat session?
Enable what? I can understand the voice mods. I really can't.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Do you know how to enable full body after you've been running around in half body?
It should just be the calibrate FBT in the main menu.
Talk in full and plan this out. And believe me, I'm going to plan this out.
He knows basic medical, so he can try to help.
Make this a beautiful montage.
Oh. At least I'm medics and shit. That's good. Yep, where's on Hearn?
Was a combination of
I mean, I'm
so we have the abilities.
I'm no Dan, but I can pack a
Never
bandage.
shall ever too. You neither.
Hello, Josie.
Nah, I'm gonna.
We love you, and we miss you, and we
How fucking dare you?
It's okay. I will be back in force. Now, no, 2 months. In 2 months
How
or so,
dare.
I will have the opportunity to get my new Jest model, and I can come back, and I can finally get back to doing Jest.
What?
We can't wait.
What?
Sunny's a fun
Simply
time,
must
though.
wait.
Sunny's also a fun time.
There you go, okay. Got an invite, going over there.
Even last
Whoop.
night, I was.
What the fuck? Got fucking lucky there. We just went into the first fucking room and it was correct. Nice. I chose properly and saved some time.
Ace in a hole, but I don't have that on my phone, so, yeah. Really surprised. I didn't get enough time to turn into Phantom. I was expecting it. I was prepped for it.
I'm assuming we just chose the correct door. I'm like, oh, experimental door. That sounds about right. Oh, hey, got it right. Nice. First try.
Like right on the first try.
Fuck yeah.
Sometimes when you hear a W.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine getting W's in RP.
Imagine.
Couldn't be me. Not my RP.
Imagine getting W's and also dealing with fear effects and dealing with calm emotions people, so you don't have the fear effects.
Those are my favorite.
Like, thanks for the info, Ludric. Ooh.
Profile image is so funny. It's just like flash snoot.
Human.
Like Couchy's fucking request image is always like Ludric, but like it's the entire image snoot and like a tiny ass face.
It's a hold on, do you fart image?
Do you fart?
Not wrong.
Do you fart? Do it stink?
Am I allowed to go in?
Yeah,
Like we were
Hey,
already
go for
gonna
it.
be here.
Yeah.
If you're already here, then go in. If not, then you can come in. I'm not making a ping for it, so because we already have medical staff.
Oh.
Wait, do we imagine already having medical?
You can go into your Misty character, I believe.
Yeah.
Or the other.
Yeah, but you have a
One or the other.
person that can reasonably get in here because you're a member, then, you know.
If you're a guild member, it's fine.
Before I actually go in.
For a moment, you were inside me, Hearn. That was terrifying.
Give me that.
Fucking W.
Yeah?
Or just come in, invis, and spawn in Casey's dorm.
Couchy, it's not me! Couchy! Send an invite to Couchy, he's dumb. Okay, good. Why did he send it to me?
He said sending an invite to you just in case.
Oh.
Well, it's not invite plus.
Couchy's gonna fucking.
That's what I wanted.
Murder him.
That's what I wanted to be invisible and then turn into ash at the exact right moment, so there would just be a pile of ash after we incinerated Ludric, quote unquote. That's what I wanted. It would have been amazing.
Beautiful.
Here lies Ludric.
I was gonna fake fucking Yeller him.
Fake old Yeller him.
Exactly. It was the plan to pseudo old Yeller him, so they wouldn't go after him. They think he is dead.
He died as he lived, absolutely smothered in butter.
Sure I kill myself.
He died as he lived, going wee 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 wee.
Yes, yes.
You're right.
That is, if he does die, that better be how he goes. I swear to God. He's just like in his
Knowing
deathbed.
him, he will.
Yeah. That's the same for them. If they die, the last words are gonna be pork chop sandwiches. And they got the fuck out.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
Imagine getting the fuck out.
Imagine.
Your man being alive. It could be me if you try hard enough.
Imagine.
Imagine.
I can't look at your fucking icon now without just thinking, do it stink?
You two sit the same fucking way. I hope you guys realize you guys are sitting the exact same fucking way. Like y'all were angled at the same like.
Oh my God! Imagine sitting.
For the same position. It was really funny.
Man spreading motherfucker.
Mm.
What do you mean? What do you mean? It's
Uh.
not. It's, what do you mean? Like,
What do you mean by that?
what's up?
What do you mean by that?
Yeah,
Damn
where's
it, I get
GT?
it. You guys have big dicks, okay?
Hey, Crash.
Look, I'm sorry.
Oh,
but
no.
How else am I supposed to sit with
Sadness.
these enormous? Okay, no.
Enormous roll three.
Time, so I mean.
These vast tracts of land.
True, your balls are always on display.
Giant shotgun he has.
Because you're not a coward, not like everyone else.
Have you seen how big this plasma gun is? Where the fuck you think I put this fucking thing?
It's a female moment. Can't help it.
You know what they say about a man with a large plasma gun? They have a large amount of issues in their mind. They need some help.
Guy, well.
Oh. I mean, it's not wrong. It's not inaccurate.
Go in there. Don't go in there.
He's in the I don't know where the fuck he is.
I'm assuming you'd be near the entrance.
GT, he had to restart.
Yep.
Oh, Karima. Yeah, Karima, I believe, is inside.
Mm.
Yeah, because remember he said
I
he was
hate
gonna
the
be
fact
waiting at
that
the
every time I
entrance.
look at your icon now, all I think of is do it fart. Do it stink. I hate it. I hate it. Every time I look at it now.
Do it fart.
Do it fart.
Do it stink.
Okay, next door.
We're adults.
Are we?
Yes.
I don't even know anymore, man.
Maybe.
Headset on, I
Maybe
swear
some
to
of
God,
us.
I'm like an 18-year-old.
You do.
So a typical VRChat user, I suppose.
Yeah.
Essentially. Yeah. Typical
VRChat. Typical VRChat.
I'm just an NPC, don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
VRChat
Oh yeah, gotta.
I saw Rand also got put on the VRChat cringe.
Yeah, they probably fucking
Wait, what?
them through me. I was like, what the fuck?
VRChat player?
My wife is not cringe. I mean, yeah, she is. Never mind. My wife's cringe.
She's a good cringe. It's a good cringe.
There you go. I got it. I'm ready.
Oh,
I'm ready for
oh.
fucking...
Did Naruto run?
No, it's
No, he's doing the desktop crouch pose.
Oh. Wait, what?
Let's go.
There we go. There we go.
My
We're
crazy
not
arms.
in here. It's gonna be honestly like day.
We are literally sitting the same
I
way,
hate
just
this.
opposite directions.
I noticed it now. I noticed now.
We shall stay here.
Everybody's inside just role playing, and we're just here in front of the mirror like dumbasses.
Wait a minute. I'm just looking at this and going, and my brain is just going, I am the shadow of the true self.
Wait, hold on. What? Go down. Go down.
Yeah, bring it down. Bring it down.
It's not working. What the fuck?
I have to hear this shit all the time as Slade. Both Bell and Arrow, the rest of the people in our fucking family are tall. Suck.
So sad. Hey, that gets you get to be part of Short Squad.
Yeah,
Congratulations, welcome.
I don't wanna be. I'm a man. I'm a tall man. I'm a big boy.
But Short Squad!
I'm a big, strong
Short Squad.
boy.
You know, Oh my god, baby.
I love looking
Short
at
squad.
people. My neck hurts. I like looking down.
Little baby.
I got the neck of an infant.
Got the neck of an infant.
The headbanging infant. Yes.
I'm just watching you people just doing this.
When the music is good.
Yes, when the music is good. Exactly.
You people.
You people.
Wait, where is?
Quad.
Well, oh, I can't even put on.
I will shoot a Virgil sword at you, slut.
Damn. Jeez.
Who's shitting your cornflakes?
He's quiet. I did. He's quiet, please.
Oh, well, you did that to yourself.
I'm watching you clean. Don't
Yeah.
in the mirror.
It's quite spring day.
I'm watching. Get away from the
Clean beard.
What the fuck is?
What's
happening? Oh.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Wait, now I can actually see shit.
It's fine.
How many times can we kill
This
Luger?
wasn't to save Luger, the mission was to reclaim lost property.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think so.
He jumped over the fence and he got away.
Give me my fucking dog.
Yeah, give us back our dog. I was saying that, like when we were in there, like this is gonna be like that, like movie situation, like where's my dog? Just like where's my wife? Give me back my dog.
There he is. There he is. Alright, are we all prepared now? GG is here?
Alright.
Let's do it. Cards up, motherfucker.
Go. Yep.
Robot slut. Trick communications. Robot slut.
God damn it.
Fucking...
God. Get. There we go. Welcome back.
Thank you.
I'm gonna make sure medical's prepped.
Impatient as usual.
At least nothing's changed.
That was something. Oh, what is that?
What is what? What is
that?
Big tall dude.
Is.
I don't know if that is.
Well, we'll find out.
Here. Come on, let me give
Oh.
you. Let's get you moving faster.
Okay, well, it's a good thing we have a ceasefire.
Mm-hmm.
Medical's prepped. No. It's always fun.
No, I didn't say tired of doing it. I said tired from doing it.
Watch out, big guy. Watch out. Watch out, Roderick. Watch out, Roderick.
Thank you.
Heads up display.
Well, congratulations. It looks like your mission went well.
Yeah, swimming there.
Yeah.
It did. And we do appreciate the
I've
assistance.
been watching the reports from my majors.
The reinforcements helped a lot on the way out, but thank you.
He's been standing out here for minutes.
Surprisingly, this isn't the worst I've ever been getting into Med Bay, which is honestly a shock.
We're not gonna lie, it is a bit shocking. But we're glad for it either way.
Well, they didn't want to kill me, they didn't want to break me, they just wanted to use me and experiment.
So we'll have to figure that out. Alright.
Oh, this one here is ready.
I'm just
This
gonna
one?
sit. I'm just gonna sit.
One right there.
Oh, the favorite.
Holy cow.
This is what it must be like to be down. Anyone else? Besides Ludric hurt?
We're mostly alright.
Some dings to the armor, but nothing crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I can mostly repair the rest by using metal.
Good Doggo, man. The first try, so we're actually doing pretty
good, to be honest.
Okay, good to hear.
Do we need any drinks or anything?
Yes, please. If someone can get us some water.
Made it. I can do that.
We're getting there.
Thank you.
That's fine for now.
How exactly do we...
Clean up the wounds first.
Alright, we gotta clean up. Alright, can you be healed by mundane means, or... Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, right, yeah, they'll just use magic.
Feel free to help. Might as well get this done faster.
Take care of his wounds on the outside.
Yes, please.
Can you work on sealing his exterior things and whatnot? And here's gauze for you.
They're also going to check for what the particular wounds are like before they start healing them.
I'm going to leave drinks. I'm gonna leave them on
Any foreign bodies?
Donate any blood? It looks
You,
like
you're probably going to see lots of puncture little marks and like needles and other like things that he's hooked up to.
Make sure he doesn't have anything fucked up with him. I'm shifting.
Right.
Give me a second.
Probably track marks all up and down his arms and sides and little spots here and there.
You looked inside. Did you see any
Well,
foreign substances?
Mm-mm.
Does he get poisoned?
Okay. Not
Grab a
poisoned.
syringe. We're gonna get a blood sample.
Not poisoned. There's no.
Magically, does he look magically compromised in any way, or no?
Did you cast prestidigitation or no?
Not yet. They're just looking at everything from.
Let's keep some in my kit. Of course, you know about the one wound that he has.
Oh, damn it, we're just channeling explosions. You got a needle?
Yeah.
Ludwig, can I look at you magically to see if you're magically compromised? Anything
Yeah,
funky
that's
going
right. I
on
should have
here?
been using my own.
Nope.
Ludwig, after you're done getting healed up a little bit, General Adamus was wondering if you'd be willing to take 1 or 2 questions.
Sure.
Here, I'm gonna take a blood sample from you, buddy, just to make sure they ain't been injected anything weird into you, okay?
We didn't see anything unusual.
Little prick.
Magically, up.
Just to be sure.
So let him know that I will fetch him once you're done in here.
Thank you.
Look at him. Look at his face.
Ask what exactly happened to him.
Oh.
Rises. Go ahead.
That'd be an odd question.
Actually, wait.
Anything else you can think of?
I think it might have rose just a slight bit or not. But
some slight cuts. We need to make
Well, let's deal with that later. Good.
There's nothing weird. It's not at a dangerous level, so you're fine.
Cleaned up as much as possible. Blood-related magic.
Physically, he's walking up 5 foot on his wounds. Magically, he's fine, and ethereally, he's fine.
Make sure you ain't got nothing weird in him. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get him disinfected and cleaned as best as we can. A lot of punctures and stuff. We don't know how long they've been there or if their equipment's even been clean.
Right, we've been doing some prestidigitation as best we can. Anything else can be. There should be. You have the water?
You know, Ludwig, you're supposed to be smart, buddy. Not supposed to be pulling me's.
Yep. His blood seems normal.
Okay, I've got towels ready for whenever we want to wipe off all the
Anything out of
blood.
the ordinaries there.
Antiseptic, bandages.
First we deal with this, then we deal with that.
They use
Mr. Slade.
They use prestidigitation, so he's clean, but I do want those wounds disinfected anyways.
Yes, please.
Just in case. Go ahead and get started,
Guess
boys.
the royal bath can be put away for later.
His might be a little bit.
Can't worry about his eye, though.
Probably.
There we go. Is there any big ones I need to worry about?
His right eye.
I don't know.
We got any painkillers?
Yeah, I got it. Should be in the back over there. I'm afraid.
Yep, I'll let you handle
I don't know how to handle anything in sensitive areas. I'm afraid
least
to
focus
put
on
antiseptic there. That may be a lot of pain. I'm getting everywhere that I can see that has smoke cut.
Another matter or
And most in one room. Seems like anything I can do. Is there anything to
At least I
bandage?
prefer this music though. No, we're over the stuff they play at the meat rack. Some of it just sounds like they're just banging objects together.
should be enough.
Thank you.
But that was groovy though.
I got samples if you need them.
Alright, so we kinda got questions, but who all needs to be in here
Check
for
out his
this?
cassette.
I don't know how private this info is.
I'm gonna fix my leg and at least try to.
I think you need some private time with that, so we could get out
This
of
may
your
at least involve a shore given the treaty. Though, we don't want everyone crowding around, so, right?
Understood.
Well, at least don't grab Adamus, because his questions may intertwine.
Yes. But everyone for that, be aware, the General is a part of the Xtalian Empire. They are very human-centric. We do have a ceasefire treaty with them, however, so they should not be harming anyone here. They helped us get him back. We're effectively allies against the ones that took Ludric. So be aware of that.
Understood.
Wasn't gonna do anything about the big man anyways, but understood.
Just letting people know the situation. The General has been more understanding than most. At least.
Which is ironic because they're a bunch of pro-human extremists.
Out of curiosity, do you mind giving me the TDLR? What happened?
If I got mad. I got upset last week and I decided I was just gonna go home for a night. Home. Just wanted a break from everything, just Metaverse and threats and everything, and with the fact that we had a treaty with Gestalt and I knew they were going to be there, I figured if anything they were going to be calm at least. Or worst case scenario, if the church tried to do anything, Gestalt would step in to protect me after all I'm a part of the treaty.
Especially those chairs out there. Definitely need bigger chairs or more barrels. The barrels were a good spot. Well then, it's good to see you in good health, I suppose.
As good a health as I can be, I suppose.
Good to see you again, General.
And good to see you as well. How have things been faring? Everything go well?
At least this particular mission seemed to go very well. At least as best as it possibly could in these circumstances. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, Ludric, if you don't mind, I just had a question or two for you regarding your what's the word? Unrequested stay with a certain corporation.
I'll say whatever I can.
What all were they looking for, especially with you? Certainly you did something that caught their eye.
Well, it wasn't just me, actually. It was, we wanted information, for one. They were asking about you. They were asking about Delta, Tanix, Higgs. They want to know your weaknesses. I convinced them they splashed water. I told them that you splashed water in your face, it would have killed you immediately.
Oh, they tried that! They actually fucking tried that!
What?
I thought at least to try something to divert the attention when they started interrogating, at least give them something, even if it seems stupid.
Well,
But,
you did a pretty good job, clearly, since you clearly convinced them that that worked.
Maybe they have a fuck around and find out policy as well.
We just tested their new units.
Oh no, I tested the first unit. There's things you were fighting on the way out. They put one of those in the room with me when they started interrogating me. It was not a fun old time.
The mission went by too easily. We came in, they now know the things you told them were true, and we tested their new units. If anything,
They were
it seems
also
like a really terrible
collecting
test run.
information on me. Well, not just me. My people, my species, I guess. Talked about evolution. They were interested in the ideal that they came to a planet with no magic, and here I am wandering around 4 arms, which is against the norm. Capable of using mana, which is also against the norm. They were wondering if I held any secrets within my body itself, or if my people might have, maybe. Talked about evolution.
That's concerning. Well, if you don't mind, I would like to offer at least on the Gastalian side of things, as we are not so friendly with the corporation as well, I would be able to offer you at least 2 of our units to keep watch, either on the guild grounds or wherever you go, just to make sure they don't try to do anything funny again. Particularly 2 of my majors. They seem to be pretty good from the footage that I've gotten, fighting off those snake things that they had.
I'm not necessarily opposed to the idea, I suppose, as long as the staff here thinks it's an agreeable idea.
That may be a question we
Still
need
gonna
to
be
run by the
staying at the
rest.
preserve, buddy?
Probably.
And personally, you won't need it, but here, you had a satchel with your stuff. I think it's like a drink.
It's good. You might hold this for a moment. Is it still full?
I have not touched it. And, this here amethyst. Didn't know if it was gonna be important to take with. I didn't mean to go through your stuff, but...
No,
got a little
I
bit
get
weird.
it. I got it, I mean...
I sniffed your stuff the other day, I'm sorry.
Oh.
How dare you? I'm
You
suing
should be
you.
able to message Mr. Estrava. He helped out.
Actually, that's how you do it. Right there, the stone.
Yes,
It's a
we have
one-way
one
sending
too.
stone. As long as you're holding it, when you're talking, he can hear you.
Who again is this Strava guy?
Amethyst dragon.
Yes.
The purple dragon that's been walking around your keep.
Which one?
With Miss Fleece?
The purple one.
The one that
Do you not know?
Fleece all the time?
Something for another
Is that the
time.
dragon that was at the place?
I didn't know there was a dragon. Wait, no, you mentioned something about Estrava, trying to run towards him. Wait, why was he there?
Attempting to help. We thought he might be able to get us out quickly, which, yes.
I make some really weird friends.
You do.
You
You have to be
do.
worried he thinks you're part of his horde.
Do you not see the room you were
oh.
standing in and the people that are currently surrounding you, Lutrick?
Well, to be fair, this one's not a friend yet. He is merely asking me questions out of mutual interest.
Okay, and the other
Well, if you're associated with the
80%?
shores, then I would definitely consider you a friend despite your racial hindrances.
Cool, I'm
Mutual
just making it
ally,
harder to buy shirts.
Yes, quite.
Either way, we'll pass along the information that
anything-
your plan of sorts to the rest of the staff and see if they're all right with that. Otherwise, if they can be easily contacted,
Wonderful.
we'd be glad to do that as well.
Oh, yes, yes. I believe one of your staff members, Delta, he has my contact information, which I'll want to speak with him whenever he's available as well.
Of course, we'll let Mix Delta know.
Wonderful. Well, with that, I wish you a speedy recovery, and I wish you all good health, members of the Misty Shore.
You as well, General.
Be safe.
Will do. Oh, yeah. Small doors.
Okay. I get it.
Just scratch the wood a little bit. You're gonna have to get fixed.
So where was
Hopefully he
I
understands that
before?
the dragon is an ally of ours. He is something of a dragon slayer.
I wish you would have mentioned that sooner with the title so I didn't just start blabbing about dragons.
He's aware. I made him aware that Ostrava is an affiliated
Yes.
with the Misty Shore, so he knows to stay away from them.
Precisely. And he was.
So you said that you wanted to go home.
Well, with Miss Slayer.
There's multiple reasons I wanted to go home, actually. One was to, just to have a night away from everything, having to look over my shoulder, open comms to see that someone else had been attacked.
Sit down.
And then I had to go see if my wife's grave had been disturbed. So I thought a simple journey over, with Gestalt being there, at least I know there'd be neutral grounds enough for if my people tried to do anything, they would not get that far. Shows how wrong I was. I got into the back. I was looking at the grave for a brief moment, and then I heard a few footsteps. And I saw the guard in the church. My people are very much by the rules. Harsh and strict punishments to enforce said rules. And to, my people, I am an abomination because of the extra arms. And as an abomination, I should have been properly branded as a slave, but lo and behold, here I am in nice clothing, no brand, just walking about in an area that I wasn't allowed in. They were going to arrest me, they were going to put me down. So I killed them. Then more came. And more came. And for whatever reason, they didn't try to kill me. They just knocked me on my ass, restrained me. A day or two later, I was on the road in a vehicle of some kind, and I saw a bunch of humans and another one approaching us. So they got out of the vehicle, walked me out, and we spoke about an exchange, but I was kind of still in and out of it, so I couldn't quite get details, but the next thing I knew, I was being grabbed, my head was being tilted back, and told me to remember my place now. Then I ended up at the facility. And a man in there tried to, he was asking a lot of questions about the Higgs and Tanix, ebb and flow. Asking about the funny purple energy inside of me that I'd been using. They knew all this information because
Shit
of
that
the.
is gone.
Shush. Go on.
They knew about the my use of it through the fact that the agents have been on the ground fighting the zombies. So they already knew who I was. And they were wanting, like I said, data, material. Viewed me as a specimen, an exotic specimen, since I was an oddity on multiple fronts.
The corp likes those oddities.
I tried warning you as a trap. Their intention was to use me to lure you there so they can capture you all.
Well, that was just dumb.
What I don't get.
Well, people do stupid things all the time.
Well, yeah, like throw water on Higgs.
Exactly.
They had me at one
The
point.
guy looked at me and he was like, water! Like he literally said that, did that exact same motion. I thought that shit was odd.
Wow.
And then I smacked him in the face with thicker vein.
Oh, that felt wonderful.
See,
You know,
here's
put my
the
fingers
thing,
in
they
your
had me at one point and then they released me.
Damn shame.
What'd they do?
They had me at one point and then they released me.
Why?
Had a nice chat with one of their representatives and then they said, yeah, we brought, yeah, you're here to be forcibly conscripted to test out our Helios Mark IIs. As to why they released me, I still don't know. Probably because of the fact that, well, they gave back my sister, so that's still a question up in the air for me. Probably they think I'm more useful to them if I'm released than, you know, within one of their holding cells.
That your continuous test that they can grab at any time. Not that they know they've done it once, it means they can do it again. Test out something new. And keep going until eventually you either break or you kill the manufacturer.
Well, they have a particular interest, I can tell that much, in the Helioses as to why me and my siblings are still trying to understand. They didn't tell when Iota was in captivity working on them with their projects, they sort of kept some things, didn't give her the full story, it seems.
Is there any other questions anyone had?
I'm a lot less focused on questions. I understand why you did what you did. Yeah. How are you feeling?
I'm tired. Just tired. The magical effect, thank you very much.
I do have some bad
sorry,
news for you.
couldn't all get through.
Oh no. Well, it's still on fire, buddy, but we might have a chance of stopping it soon.
Oh shit, that's right,
If I could-
fuck.
Yeah.
I have
we
important
already-
information for you all.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Athena's gonna use the light of the storm to blow up all of the land of Saka.
No. Actually, no. That's being worked on. But no, she won't.
We're working on that.
No, and there's a plan in place to try and attempt to move the storm with Athena's help. It all depends on how that talk goes.
Long story short, she told us everything, and everyone was like, "That's fucking stupid."
Yeah.
Of course, you knew info, and then that's fine. You're fine. You're
The Saturday before I probably
Yeah.
vanished. I got pulled into the office of Athena and I guessed a plan after talking with her for a little bit.
No, I know. What's that?
Do you have a mirror?
I have a phone.
That's the.
There you go.
Oh, it is what I think it is.
Mm.
What?
Ludric's got the eye.
The eye of what?
You wanna explain that?
So, as far as I know, there's a mark that's apparently appeared on several of us that are involved when it comes to Gasol and Aether Corp. And that eye.
No.
What?
This is
more
the
than
brand
that.
from your world, isn't it?
This is a brand for my world.
Because our eye
Slave.
is not too cross. That's what that is.
Mm.
This looks like.
That's the, my reminder of what place I belong in. To my people.
I'm not gonna sit here and give you a riling speech on why that's not true.
Oh, I know,
But
trust me.
Look, I need to get back home. We've still got so much work to do for the things that are happening.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get your stuff together, and whether you want it or not, I'm building you an addition to the cabin. We're gonna take off your communicators and stuff, and you're taking time. Because you need it. More than any of us.
Oh, I don't know if you were here for it. I believe it happened recently. Yeah, Chris is back in his body.
Yeah, he met a Force ghost.
She's alive.
Yes.
And then was revived by Jedi.
I don't understand space wizards. No.
Yeah, shit's whack.
Wait.
Yeah, none taken. He's a Padawan, but he's an adult. Explain that to me,
No.
bitch. You can't.
Jedi don't revive the dead though.
I'm scared.
I bet it's the Sith. But I'm not gonna dabble.
Don't you fucking say that
By the
word.
way,
Good to have you back, partner.
thank you for the help, Mr. Slade.
Chlor.
Nice to be back.
Ow.
Off chance.
My dog brother.
With the meat wrap?
Bark circle.
One thing that's inaccurate in those documentaries.
It turns out that I may have to eat crystals to figure out that problem. Yeah.
Might
Yep.
have this conversation again.
I have to eat crystals, and that might fix
Just
the
because
problem.
it exists in the metaverse, but
I'm
there's
going
also
to
a
have to eat
movie of it
crystals.
somewhere. Does not make it a documentary.
So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to go do 7-2.
It's more like propaganda.
Joy. So.
Okay, bye.
So the world's on fire, and I'm being told to take a vacation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
Well-
It helps ease your mind at all. You are still a member of my crew, so I will let you know this. The engineering team, just in case that little planet Athena does not fall through, is currently working on lightning defenses to help aid both Waterfront District.
Yep,
and
there's a lot of people doing that. Everyone's working together.
Yeah, but there's a
Yeah,
lot
I
of plans
literally have
happening
a
right now.
tent on one of the roofs redirecting lightning. I'm being paid by the police to do that.
But we believe Miss Athena will do the right thing. We got good information for that.
Oh, funny man stuff.
We also have like 20 or so other operatives that can fill the gaps while you're gone.
Did you talk to Gregor?
Oh, Gregor hasn't been seen in a good hot minute. Oh, wait, did we or did she?
She.
She did.
She did.
Yeah, before everything happened.
Look, plans have been put into place.
Mhm.
That's all I'm gonna tell you right now. You don't need to worry. Everything that we have set in order, damage will be minimized. Orlando Saka wasn't even gonna get hit that hard anyways, but now it's gonna be even reduced. Things are going to be okay. What you need to focus on is you went through a lot. Maybe not a whole bunch of crazy super torture and stuff, but going back home, seeing that, what happened to you, that's enough. So,
Says a lot when
I'm on
being
home.
kidnapped was the least of your worries.
So, whenever you're good here, come on back to the preserve. Take care of you, buddy.
Sure.
We got you. We got you. Please take care of my brother. I don't want him to come back and say you people fucked with him or something.
You got it. Also, we kick the butt first.
Slade. Thank you.
I think I have a sibling to touch base with after these developments.
We get it. Doesn't mean we're not sad, though. We're supposed to go back with you, right?
I mean, I still have to go back. That's the worst part. I didn't even get a chance to check the grave. By the time I was kneeling down and started looking, they already moving on me.
We thought you said you did. You said it wasn't.
I went to check
Mm-hmm.
to see if it had been.
Oh.
Doesn't mean he got the chance to before they were on him.
It looked fine for the brief moment I saw it, but that isn't enough to conclude whether they had or hadn't. So it was strange. It was. If I said I did, I misspoke.
Okay.
But it was. The closer I got to home, the more humans I saw, which was really strange. And I kept walking, I know they were. Yes. It was then.
I'll hydrate
It's a
soon. I'm
compliment.
sorry.
Yes.
Dumb and I didn't grab any.
As in, like, living there?
That's why I got subdued by my people. Had it been months ago when I encountered them originally, with what I'm capable of doing compared to what they're capable of doing, I would have been a lot better off. But their technology's gotten so much better in such a short amount of time. There's a lot of humans just walking around casually, talking with them.
Would that be just be either
usually
court?
their
No.
style.
Yeah.
Sure, they have a few facilities outside of the main realm, but they don't stay in a place for too long. They grab resources and they
Alright, thank you for the
usually
ride.
just leave.
Hi, Raiders.
Maybe this is different.
Shit's fucked.
After all, he said he was interested in my people, he was interested in me. Simply because of how
They
I
found something
functioned.
special. They had a reason to stay.
To be fair, given what we know about Aether Corp, seeing you, they likely thought that maybe there's some way to mutate beyond this on more of his kind, make more efficient slaves, more arms, ears, what have you, make them capable of doing more work at once.
Forcing evolution.
So to properly research something like that, you gotta dig in.
I guess.
And they were digging in. He told me even if I had cooperated, he
Looks like they've changed up their MO.
Mine.
couldn't
The
promise me
craft
the
mine.
procedures they were going to perform wouldn't have been invasive and potentially painful. So, they were going to do something. They were digging around, looking at all the nooks and crannies inside.
Find anything?
I don't know, I was kind of stuck in a room. being
Don't
beaten
suppose either of you
to
managed to get
prodding.
anything when the security was down.
Fortunately, no, I was more so focused on trying to maneuver their systems to aid us in getting to Ludwig.
Okay.
I didn't get a chance to
I
really
didn't exactly
look at
give myself enough time to dig around.
Who knows? Maybe the general can give us some information if they got anything. We kind of got out of there quick. You did say we share.
It's interesting to know that whoever was developing their AI that Sam got a piece of is in that facility. He's apparently one of the heads, someone by the name of Reese.
That room we came up on? Okay.
Yeah. So that must be where he's stationed at.
Maybe not anymore after that.
I need to step away and take care of some things on my own here. Welcome back.
Thank you, Mr. Oak.
I will let security know that we succeeded in getting you back. I know you've just spoken to us here tonight, but when you are feeling up to it, can you please write up a report for me?
We tried to not tell too many people. We didn't want to cause a panic.
I told Galdir.
I told the security team and only the security team and told them to keep it on the down low.
We also didn't know whether it was Gestalt or either corps for sure yet, so we didn't want to get in trouble with the treaty.
I mean, I understand that. Again, I was respecting the treaty for the fact that I was using it as a reason for me to be safe while I was over there.
Well, if the director somehow knew that I was there, which I don't think he should. If he does somehow know that I was there, and he says, and he gets a little bit annoyed, I'm just gonna tell him you kind of took something that's ours.
Good night. Please take care of yourself. Please.
Probably not. I have a hard time doing that.
I know.
If you get somebody else say you kind of infringed on the deal you wanted to make originally is what I'll tell him. Then again, I never said that we agreed to his little deal or not.
Well, I mean, if you want to give the man a deal that benefits both sides, you can tell him you have a guide who knows the ins and outs of an entire place like that. And there's something there that the Corp wants. Having a guide on the ground that can point at all the funny little places to go to can be a benefit.
Yeah. Use it to our advantage, figure out what Aether Corp's grand plan is. Maybe I can finally get some fucking answers to some things.
I just want to know what all my blood was being used for, what tests they were running specifically.
How much blood did they take?
They took multiple vials just over days. They kept taking samples, poking, prodding.
When you plan on going back to try and check the grave again?
Well, it sounds like when things calm down, because apparently I'm not going back by myself. Definitely not this time.
Yeah,
No. Which means I have to wait until I get a group.
Okay.
Until I get a group of people that are willing to.
I'll let people know out of character afterwards.
I still gotta figure out the directions I need for if the unthinkable happens. Still gotta keep that promise.
I mean, if you need the ritual to get there, you can always talk to Arcana.
If I can find Arcana, I don't know where Arcana's been. I haven't seen him in months.
Yeah, I'll message that in the facility.
It's probably not good. Here's a copy of my book.
Knowing him, he's likely held up himself in some hermit hole researching magic or something.
He's trying to keep himself together at this point.
Believe you find to do that? with the way he currently is?
Well, he's talked a few times in comms, so he's alive.
Mm.
Knowing him, he'll get involved when he needs to. Knowing him, he doesn't want to be stuck that way.
Yeah, no. I hope he's okay.
If, I don't know how you guys want to go forward with this. If you want to tell people about where I am, or if you want to even act like something had happened, we can try to just hide it and just act like nothing ever happened, although it's going to be very hard to hide in certain
Yeah, it's
parts of
gonna
me.
be. Yeah, especially. We just didn't.
King
We just wanted to be careful at the time. We also didn't want people to, you know, do what they do and people come back when they ran off on their own. You know, storm off.
King knows a little bit, but not all the details. He wants to talk to you about the funny watch.
That's right, we do need to have that discussion, don't we?
Yeah. He's apparently back in the Lotus temporarily, so.
Yeah.
I gave him the watch. I gave him the watch back. He should have that.
Funny
I
watch?
guess he wanted to have a talk with you about it.
When I, you know the night that no one could remember what the fuck happened? And we'd all been attacked at the same time?
Yeah.
One of the things that I woke up with was a burnt out watch. It was the property of Kane. Don't know how I got it.
Why does that seem familiar? We hate this.
They're
I really don't like not knowing things. Okay.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry. I know how I came off before I left. It was unacceptable of me.
You're upset. I can't fault you for that. Everybody is.
It's not an excuse, though.
No, but we get it. We weren't gonna lie and say we weren't kind of upset ourselves to hear what happened and sad. But we're glad you're here.
Of course.
But we know, you know, if you ever do anything like that again, we won't forgive you. Got it?
Don't give me those eyes.
We were really scared.
I know. I'm sorry.
We missed you.
I miss you too. So much.
We're really glad you're okay.
I'm glad to be back.
I think you should get some rest.
Probably.
And Mr. Slade will kick our butt. We don't send you his way.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So, we do not have any communications? Not at all?
That's not really our call.
That's what he said.
Well, yeah. Does he have more authority than we do?
No.
Mm.
Not here, at least.
Hmm. Then we say it's up to you. Because technically you should probably say hi to Mix Ray Ray and Miss Flurry and stuff.
I think that's... I should probably do that.
Hmm.
I know it's stupid, but I'm not going to be that stupid, not tonight at least.
Mm.
I don't know, can kind of consider, again, I'm able to walk. So, honestly, you know, it would really do me a world of good.
Mm-hmm. Healing Springs?
Healing Springs.
Hmm.
But we both know what's going to happen too when I do that. The moment they see me, they're going to be like, "Hey, you've been gone for a little bit. Where have you go?" And then they're going to see me.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
I mean,
You want us to play bouncer? We can tell them, shut up.
honestly, it's something I'm going to have to face regardless.
Well, yeah, but you don't have to face it immediately.
Yeah, I mean, I could always just tell them it is what it is. And then from there.
Tell them to talk to your publicist. Mm.
I got
Roger.
a lot of work to get done.
Thank you, Mr. Roderick.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Mm.
Doing my job.
Mm. People should be able to get it. Mm-hmm.
I'll just tell them it's not something I'm willing to talk about, but it is what it looks like.
Mm. And if they say anything again, we'll kick them.
Before then.
Mm.
Exactly. I'll kick them too. My legs still work, kind of.
Okay. Oh. Flex, don't take our leg. Flex, don't take our leg. Welcome back.
I'm glad to be back.
What?
We're not fucking business associates or friends.
Mm-hmm. We were just gonna help you up, but this is good too.
I'm going to lay down. I'm going to sleep. What are you talking about? I've been laying in comfortable beds and being tormented for the past week or so.
We weren't sure if you wanted to hear or go. We weren't sure if you're going to the preserve first.
No. I mean, my body is not like what I'm currently doing.
Oh, yep.
My body really doesn't like this. Give me my leg back, thank you. I'll nap here for a little bit and come back to the preserve. Hang out there for a while.
Okay. You want us to bring you some stew?
I love some stew. They've been feeding me some mixture of porridge or something, I don't know. Bland as all hell. Filling, but...
Okay, we'll go get some.
Thank you.
Get some rest. Oh, we'll refill this. Nerds! Nerds!
Hit with Blackberry!
You killed him. I can't unkill people.
Well, time to be a necromancer.
God damn it.
Time to be the next necromancer.
All right,
except
I gotta
will
go.
be a mildly attractive.
I gotta put out a fire quickly.
Uh-oh.
Alright. Hold on a second. First things first. First things first. Chat, who do I send you to? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you all. Who the fuck is streaming?
Goodbye, chat.
Oh, I love you all. Who do we got? What the fuck is happening?
And you ain't an extra. And
What the fuck is happening? Shit.
Well, no, you're extra. You're not an extra. Extra real value.
Chat, we're raiding the fridge. You go take that fridge. I want all the caffeine right the fuck now. Send Kirby some love. Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna do, Wolfie, before you even saw that message. We're grab me every single bit of caffeine you see in that fridge.
Seeing how extra I am right now. Do I look extra to you, Trinidad?
You do, Mr. Bandit.
I believe I should be back tomorrow for some... Oh no, maybe for some D&D? I might have some D&D. If not, Tuesday for Lying Fork. So until then, send some love to Kirby. You all are wonderful. I appreciate every single one of you. You all stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Bye-bye! I miss you already.
I'm a badass asexual polyhedral dice hunter.